Okay, I think I'm ready to go now. I think. Then again, am I ever really ready to go? I don't think so. That's why at some point or another you just gotta say, oh fuck it, just switch to the scene and go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Glad to have you back here. Low Paladin, thank you for the tier 1 for 26 months. So yeah, I think I was, sorry, my eyes are a little kind of blurry today. Although I'm kind of overdue for getting my prescription updated for my glasses. I got these glasses a couple of years ago. And I'm pretty sure my eyesight's gotten a little worse. But it should be, my eyesight should be relatively the same. I don't know. Like at what point or another does your eyesight start getting like down bad, astronomical because of age? I want to say probably like starting in the 50s or 60s is when your eyesight like that's when you got to start wearing the fucking like bifocals and shit. Lens is so thick it might be fucking bulletproof. Oh, that's right. I was fitting my retainers with up-to-date gear. Make sure this is all good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Is there anything else I need to do before we get started with today's adventures with Hildebrand? No, I don't think so because I already did trial roulette with Romani earlier just to warm the thingies up. And I'm not doing any other roulette as of now. So I'm thinking, yeah, we should probably get started with the second part of Hildebrand. So I believe when we last left off, we were in Costa del Sol, so I'm gonna do that now. Hey, this isn't Top Brog. Oh my god, holy shit, Mako. That was I was dedicated to it pretty hardcore yesterday when it just released. Like I was watching the World Race, and I think they're like in phase 3 or some of the shit now. But it's like minute 1 I went in. And, you know, my first lockout session wasn't bad because, you know, we everybody was new. Everybody was in the exact same spot. And it was pretty fun. Just like learning things as we went along, and communication was pretty good. That sort of thing. Like we stood for a lockout and then we left. But it's like after that, I take a few hour break for myself, right? And then I start going back into PF. And then the attitude shift for randoms on Party Finder just changed dramatically. Now suddenly, because they're the fucking YouTubers or the Twitch streamers that are alive, like they're on phase 2 heading into phase 3. It's like, oh, like that's where I want to be. I want to be there. So they fucking head to a phase 1 party or a Pantocrator party, and they start like fucking being like the most impatient twats. Doing a couple of pulls and they fucking leave. I was like, you dickheads, if you want to get a fucking static. You sons of bitches. Like, holy shit. I've never seen so many entitled pricks in a fucking phase 1 party. Like, I want to get some Pantocrator Prog 2 done myself, make no mistake, but at the same time, goddamn. I went through like 3 or 4 different fucking lockouts with that sort of shit. I was like, holy shit. And I like, this is just day 1, guys. Like, this is just day 1. What the fuck is happening? You know, it's like, that's why it's like, I gotta find another group to do shit with, because I don't got the fucking patience or the time to be dealing with that kind of shit. Well, we'll see what happens later. So, anyway, let's go back to old,
Sounds like you were having fun with Party Finder.
No, I was not. Like, the first lockout was fine. The first lockout was fine when everybody was on the same page. Then fucking hours later, now suddenly, like, you start getting the toolbox stuff out, like, and, like, day 1 guides start coming out, and everybody has to follow everything to a fucking T. And it's like, my God, guys. You ain't getting your fucking weapons tonight. You're not getting your fucking weapons anytime in the past month.
Yeah, but the other Twitch streamers did it, therefore they should be able to do it.
It's like, listen, I want to clear the fight too. I want those weapons too. Like the Omega weapons, the new ones that were just released yesterday. Oh my god, they are gorgeous. Like
They look fantastic.
I want the red mage weapon. I want the sage weapon. I want the warrior weapon, of course. But my god, guys, it's like, is this what I've been fucking missing out on PFing ultimates? It's like, this is probably why people don't PF ultimates and shit. It's like, I just gotta be part of another fucking group. But
Honestly,
I'm not really doing that right now. So
honestly, over the past couple of months, I've seen more and more people actually PF those ultimates. So
well, because at that point, if it's months removed from like when it's first cleared and shit, like the guides are more dedicated, and the strats are more concrete. So at that point, it's not so bad. It's just that, but folks are acting as if there are concrete strats now. It's like there is not. We are still in a very variable part of progression. The fight hasn't even been fucking cleared yet. But people are reading like the day one toolboxes as gospel, and it's like, I want to get to phase 2 or 3 tonight, lads. I was like, it ain't happening, guys. It just ain't, especially with randoms, because there is no coordination. You know, it's like, hell, half the fucking lockout, like yesterday, was just deciding on priorities for tower soaks and tethers. I was like, are we doing role base? Are we doing snake pry? I was like, oh my god. It's like, well, first off, look, I can do either. But secondly, Party Finder clearly stated that it's role based. Or this Party Finder was snake pry, and we're arguing over what are we going to be doing or what you think is better. I was like, holy shit. Like, this is fucking miserable. This is like holy shit. Like, I think the play right now for me specifically is just give it a couple of months, maybe a month or two, find a dedicated group to go in with it, and just wait for more concrete like strats to fall, like once the fight is done, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, I don't know, months, but like a week or two when the south stuff is done, like when the fight is cleared, then I go in, just because then Party Finder finally is done running around like a headless chickens and actually have a concrete strat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it blew up. Well, besides
any group is a kill group if you grief hard enough, am I right? No?
I mean, I think one of the weirdest things was when I was finishing phase 1 of P8 as well. I'm starting to think of PlayStation 1. Anyway.
Yeah.
But like we found it was the second time I got into phase 2. Okay, we get in there, do one pull, and then one dude just leaves because we wiped to natural alignment 1. Because it was a fresh phase 2 party.
Yeah.
So we're still getting the mechanics down. We wiped this guy who just said, I don't think we can do this, and leaves. Like, what were you expecting? We're here to proc the fight, not to clear it. Especially
like in any fight that has a checkpoint. And if you don't get there like immediately and you fucking leave maybe 10-20 minutes in, like, God help you, like, you're a dick.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing big keep no, actually I probably will be doing big keep because I'm looking to finish Hildebrand today for Realm Reborn, so we're gonna do the Ultros Typhon fight in the Coliseum and then continue on from there. So yeah, we likely will be doing the last Gilgamesh fight, but it probably won't be for like another hour or two.
Yeah, it comes towards the end of this series.
Yeah, I think we're like in patch 2.4 Hildebrand right now.
Yeah, how many patches were in 2.0? I know that
it was 0.1, yeah, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4.
I just remember the patch cycle there was a little odd. Oh, good lord.
Oh yeah, because they had to stretch for time because Heaven's War wasn't ready to release yet.
Yep. Dragon's Neck, yep.
Is this a birthday stream for me? LOL, no. But happy birthday anyway, Emil.
Happy birthday to you.
Assuming it is actually your birthday. I mean, I remember you saying earlier in the Q&A stream earlier that your birthday was this week, so happy birthday to you now.
Alright, you're not legally bound to consume cake.
Nah, actually, I'm not really a cake guy on my birthday. I'm ice cream.
That's good. What kind of ice cream?
I don't know, I'll just put it in my mouth.
I eat it. It might taste like vanilla. It might taste like dirt,
no.
but it's ice
Like
cream.
on a serious note, so like,
Yeah.
if we're talking, well, I'm thinking, goddamn, hold on a minute. So I get Ben and Jerry's, like in terms of just ice cream I can just buy at a Walmart or some other shit, and I always get chocolate fudge brownie. That's my favorite one. For the longest time, I was really privy to cookie dough. Nowadays, I go to Cold Stone Creamery because I think they make some of the best shit, and I get the peanut butter perfection.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had Cold Stone, but well, I have had Ben and Jerry's, and yeah, I always loved getting the brownie ones. Although then I saw how god awful I felt afterwards because I was the type that would finish the entire thing in one go. don't have the luxury to do that anymore.
Yeah, random black weeb. Thank you for continuing your gift sub.
What, me? No.
No. No. Random Black Weeb is gifting a sub to another person. Okay. Well, thank you for the gift.
Agent
501. Yes.
Yeah. Don't ask him what happened to Agent 500. I'm not paying this damn crap.
Also, why am I only just getting to Gladiator as someone who was formerly a Gladiator? You need to do your Stormblood Paladin questline, Blue Dino. It's not going to be for a bit, but the Stormblood Paladin questline, if I remember correctly, was the tournament. Or was that Heavens? Or was that? No. It was Stormblood because by the end of Heavens, where everyone was like, "This shit sucks."
Yeah.
Just bring back the Gladiator Guild.
Yeah, the Paladin one. I honestly forgot what it was. I remember, like, after Heavensward, they started to really take the piss out of Warrior.
Yeah.
Just as, like, dude. And Gladiator, yeah, went back to the
You know what this
tournament.
Warrior guy needs? Pussy. I'm tired of him man-moding everything. It's like, oh, God, I'm choking on the testosterone.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
I'm trying to think to myself, like, what were some of the best job quest lines in Stormblood specifically? Because if we say of all time, then Dark Knight. But
yeah, saying Dark Knight honestly is the easy way out.
Yeah, it really is. But that's only because it is really good.
Yeah. Let's see.
For Stormblood specifically, I'm trying to think back to Stormblood job quest lines, and I don't remember any of them outside of the ones that I really liked doing, which was, well, because Warrior is going to be Warrior. That's my main. Dark Knight is Dark Knight, as we established.
I actually did like the monk one because then you started like bringing the pugilist guild into it.
Right.
And like dealing with the dark monks because that was a thing.
John, if you do more Savage for Glamour, I can join. We're not going to be doing that today, Michael. At some point or another, we can do another stream for Savage Glamour because that was nice and neat and done pretty well. So maybe later.
For now, this stream is a comedy.
Yeah,
literally.
And comedy is very subjective. And I was like, "What the fuck is this all about?" I was like, "When are we going to get to the fireworks factory, man?" It's like nothing's happening.
I remember it took me like 3 days to do this one because I did it piecemeal, but I was just flabbergasted by what the heck was going on.
The Gladiator questline in Stormblood is kind of lame, especially considering what the Heavensward one was building up to. I think the problem is, more Gruck, is that the general consensus is that the Paladin Heavensward questline was garbage because nobody's fucking likable in the Paladin questlines. Yeah. You know, and it's kind of an important thing to make characters likable. Me personally, it wasn't that. That was my problem with it. It's just I was bored. Like, I was bored experiencing both the Realm Reborn and Heavensward Paladin questlines, and when they brought it back to Gladiator, I was like, oh, thank God. Characters I give a shit about.
I mean, if I recall correctly, the ending of the Heavensward Gladiator one just basically had one dude saying, "You're all assholes, fuck this shit."
Yeah. Yeah, like, I understand that, like, the Gladiator, like, the tournament stuff in Stormblood was, like, very vanilla. I was like, oh, a tournament arc. It's like, how original. It's like, no, it's not, but at the same time, I just thought it more entertaining than the whatever the fuck was going on in the Heavensward stuff.
I mean, we had the Gladiator tournament arc, then we had the Omega tournament arc. Was there another tournament arc
Yeah,
somewhere?
Stormbolt was all tournament arcs.
Yeah, true, no. I mean, you got your ass beat, so you had to go halfway across the world and learn the way of the sword.
Yeah. Was it Iman Nautilus? Is that how you pronounce the name? Titus. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. But no, yeah, this is a new character that I've been using. It's Romani. This is my second Lalafell alt. No, I guess my first Lalafell alt, because second would imply that I did another one outside of Jean, and I haven't.
I mean, I have one on the EU server. It's basically a miniature version of my character.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of funny.
It's Dose. As a smaller number. Yeah, but I made Romani to have a secondary alt, and just to have a character that I can live stream with, essentially, because Romani is, I'm re-experiencing all of Final Fantasy XIV on Twitch throughout, you know, my lifespan, and I'm using Romani as that. And yeah, it's been a great time so far. And I do plan on doing everything with this character. It's just all a matter of time. But I'm also dividing up what I'm doing by expansions. So, like, after we finish Hildebrand, we're going to go back to MSQ and just wrap up the story till we get to Heavensward. And then when we do Heavensward, stuff like that, then I'm going to be prioritizing stuff that was released around Heavensward's time. So, like, Palace of the Dead and all that, I'm not doing until we get to Heavensward.
Are you gonna go through the Palace of the Dead and reach that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through floor. I'm gonna attempt floor 200. Not gonna be doing solo. We're doing that with a group.
Yeah,
and honestly, I think it'd be more than doable with a group.
Yeah, I mean, at this point there are solid strategies, and also you have the experience.
I haven't done a 200 Palace of the Dead though since the original series that I recorded for Brain Scratch.
Isn't that like almost 5 years ago?
Yeah, that was longer than that, I want to say, because that was 2016, 2017.
I've actually never gone to that bottom because I think I reached like floor 173. We wiped, and the crew said, "Fuck this."
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely true though, guys. Once we get to Snowcloak, once we unlock Snowcloak, I'm gonna do Snowcloak, and then we're taking a fucking U-turn right back to the Relic Quest line.
This is important
because we still have a couple of steps to do for that Relic Quest line. Thankfully, after we finish up this step, the rest is just a light grind, and then it'll be a dungeon grind again. No. They're both light grinds. No, we have one. We have one more light grind.
Yes, one more light grind, and I think there's like some kind of grind.
You're activating. Oh no, the light grind it coincides with you like activating these artifacts. And there's 12 or 13 of them, I think. One for each of the Zodiacs. But it's essentially another light grind. And that we can do that in a session. Because unsinking dungeons take little to no time at all.
Yeah. I think like at one point, actually, when you were doing a solo light grinding, we were using Ifrit. Was actually the best way to do it.
Ifrit, really?
Yeah, because you could go in there, kill him like in 10 seconds and go jump back
just
out.
Leave.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you keep doing this?
He's like, oh no, not you again.
But will I do the best game mode to ever exist, Eureka? I mean, I don't mind Animos, and I don't mind Pyros, and Hydados is okay. It's Pagos that I'm not looking forward to revisiting.
Yeah. Honestly, at least though, from the start, you can activate the mounts. You don't have to earn those damn things anymore. Is that right to ride them?
Pagos was such a bad time, like for me specifically. Like when I think you were there too. It's like when
we spent like 8 to 10 hours. In there
like day one when that shit dropped, and we were starting to like get everything situated and done. It's like once you realized that the experience grind was nothing like Animos, it's like this sucks. Mm-hmm. Like this ain't fun.
Like. I pretty sure like we'd go in there, have like podcasts and audio books and just grind. It was miserable. It kind of made me stop doing Eureka for like 2 or 3 months afterwards.
I literally just did enough to complete the next step of my relic weapon, and then I fucked off immediately, and I did not touch it again until Pyros. Now, when Pyros came out, I thought that was much better, especially because at that point they introduced the Logos actions.
Logos action, which made thing.
Yeah, and it just made combat more exciting. You know.
And then I heard of the Baltesian Arsenal, whereas as I heard from Morg, Baldars, and I was like, and then I saw that mount. I was like, I have to get this mount because the reward for that is Osma. You can ride Osma,
the Demi Osma, the small Osma, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I saw the Mount Award 2, I was like, I have to do this at some point. I would not end up doing Baldessian Arsenal, though, until like 2 years after. Because at that point, I started getting really into the Savage scene, and it's like that was more my priority. But then once I was between patches and between raid tiers, I was like, all right, I got time to kill. So Ray point me in a direction of the Baldessian Arsenal Crystal Discord, and then we set up on a date, and we did it. We one-shot it. It was really nice.
Also, try. You're in the call. Just say something.
No, because he says ho, but he's describing the gardening tool.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. See.
I mean, I'm the one who says ho, but I skipped the.
Yeah.
No, I want to let y'all finish your conversation.
No, it's cool. Shout out to Dr.
Farts.
Like,
yo, Seaman.
I mean, it's just us talking about Fantasy 14, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't want to interrupt.
Also, Demon Dragon is asking, did I just pronounce it as Pagos? Yeah. Am I mistaken? Is it pronounced a different way?
I mean, you could say it in an Icelandic way.
You can say Pagos. Is it pronounced Pagos? Because
like
I've always pronounced it as Pagos, and I've only ever heard it pronounced as Pagos.
How do you spell it?
Pagos.
Yeah.
Pagos.
Pagos.
The fucking Mario and Luigi Sephiroth memes have been living rent free in my head.
Those are so good.
Same here, man. Hey, Linky. Well, Linky, how's your top prog going?
Linky, if you're doing more top prog on PF, more power to you, dude. I gave it a day, and I did a couple of lockouts. I was like, fuck this. I can't deal with these assholes. See, we live in an environment now, ladies and gentlemen, that since data center travel has been implemented, everybody now goes to the Aether, either goes to Aether or Primal to do raid scenes. The Diabolos, the raiding scene in Crystal is all but dead. So you have to. I mean, there are a couple of groups you can find here and there, but they are few and far between. Everybody has migrated over to Aether or Primal for the raid scene, and unfortunately, everybody has migrated over to Aether and Primal. So you're more likely to run into a bunch of fucking dickheads.
Everybody hurts.
Everybody's hurting.
I mean, they're all but buried the body.
Huh?
Sephiroth hitting a supernova just for that shit to get back with a stone hammer.
My favorite was like Sephiroth's fucked with the DS turned sideways.
You just let Mario and Luigi chasing Sephiroth down when they learn an advanced technique.
What's that?
Vons.
How you guys doing?
No, pretty good. We just went live like 20 minutes ago. That's fine.
I'm
cool.
just doing some minor grinding.
I should be working, but I'm taking a break.
No, that's understandable.
I have to draw a thumbnail, so I'm probably just gonna stay in the call while I do that.
No, it's cool. Uses his background. You see, I can draw and listen to like a stream or shows background noise. It's like I can't write a script while listening to some sort of podcast or a live stream because I get distracted. I'll start typing shit on the script that I hear in the stream.
I have to be really focused. I've done it a couple times. Like I wrote part of my System Shock script in this call.
I guess you weren't all that chatty.
No, it was very chatty. I was talking while writing it. I can just do that for some reason.
Yeah.
If I'm working on a video, I have to like turn off everything around me, or else I won't concentrate at all.
Oh man, I'm the opposite. I have a hard time concentrating if I have nothing to listen to.
I have to have music at the very least.
I have the bad habit of like, all right, cool. I'm working on like cutting down the audio for a bit. I'm just gonna open up a tab and then open up like Twitter for a bit. I'm like, and I'm killing like an hour.
Yeah, I know that.
It's so easy to fuck. I mean, there are times where I have to consider, like, do I just rip the fucking Ethernet cord off of my router as I'm getting ready to write this script? Because sometimes it's easy to fall into the write a sentence, all right, check Twitter for 20 minutes trap. And even when I'm aware that I catch myself doing that, I will still do it.
And then I close Twitter
Yeah.
and reopen it.
And reopen Twitter. Or worse,
It's
open
literally
Twitter while
that,
Twitter tab's already open.
It's literally that
Yeah.
thing from SpongeBob where he's fucking just writing the word the. And that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Like, I try to avoid the problem entirely by just having a different work computer that it doesn't have Twitter or anything like that installed. That I'm just dedicated to working.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Although sadly it has YouTube, but sometimes I like to put on like 2-hour loops of a song I really like, and then it switches over to some random ass video. I'm like, what is this shit? And then I end up watching
Yeah,
it.
that's why you don't. I don't have autoplay on for that very reason. Because I like to have a control on what I like to watch at a certain time. Because YouTube will just recommend me some things I never heard of.
I mean, I was really surprised when I was writing my master thesis and I was listening to a 14 soundtrack, and all of a sudden I started to hear right-wing conspiracy theories about frogs.
Let's go.
I was like,
No, Trios. No. It's all about the Xbox being woke now.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
good
Seriously,
lord.
is that what's happening now?
What do you mean now?
yeah.
The Xbox added a new power feature that reduces the power consumption on your Xbox. So that means it's woke. It's Democrats' fault, and Biden sucks.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they're mad at power saving because I should
Oh,
have the right to use as much power as I want.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Even though you do, it's an option.
Yeah, but it's woke now. Sorry, your Xbox is now woke box.
Well, if it's woke, that means it's working.
Xbox, wake up.
Wake up, Xbox.
Now I need to use
Wake up.
all
Wake
fucking
up.
full power of this like $3,000 GPU. I need to get every bit of power up from it. What do you mean? My fucking electricity bill is
I'm
now
just
$3,000?
saying right now, without getting too deep into the spectrum of conversation, is that if they're making something out of nothing, they're trying to distract you from something. So
Yep.
don't lose perspective and don't lose sight of the bigger picture, ladies and gentlemen. Because honestly, who gives a fuck that the Xbox has a power save option?
It's a non-controversy, basically non-controversy.
I'm gonna controversy all over this house.
All of his console that can power save now.
Alright. I've been saving all day. It's time to let that power out.
I'm always saying this.
Yeah, so essentially, the next part of Hildebrand is has a lot of love for Final Fantasy VI specifically because we have Ultros. Ultros is
Yeah.
just here. I think it's his 13.2 model.
I think so. Yeah, and Typhon is also.
Yeah, Typhon. Well, I'm not sure about Typhon. I don't remember was Typhon in? Yeah, Typhon wasn't there.
Yeah, he
because
is.
he was a 2-part boss. Yeah, Ultros and Typhon are in this, and as a Final Fantasy VI fan, I love to see this because I love Ultros.
Typhon once until like 2 or 3 years later after I played Fantasy 7,
Yeah,
because that's when I started to check out more fantasy games, and I played 6. I was like, oh, so that's where the ass face came from.
Well, when 14, especially a Realm Reborn, was being advertised, they were really pushing like, hey, remember this stuff from the old games?
yeah.
Like, this is like back ARR, because remember
Yeah.
at the end of ARR you get the Magitech armor from 6 and plays the...
They really emphasize the theme park nature of Final Fantasy 14 as like, wow, this Final Fantasy is referencing every Final Fantasy in like every form or fashion. I was like, which is fine, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't look forward to like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna bring in next. At the same time, though, now it's been long enough where 14 is now just able to stand on its feet because of its narrative, and not necessarily you can ride Cloud's motorcycle.
It took 3
children.
fucking expansions to actually like advertise to the 8 fans, all 2 of them. Like,
Well, to be fair, I played it. I also used to like 8. Then I grew up and realized how much fucking teen drama was in it.
I mean, that was the joy of me playing 8 at the time. I was like, oh, cool, this speaks to me. I'm depressed.
I mean, Final Fantasy 8 was the first Final Fantasy I officially owned because I played 7 at a friend's place, so it took me like 2 or 3 months to finish the entire game.
Oh god.
Yo, shout out to Coomstain.
Then
If I see a weird name on stream, I will just stop to acknowledge the name and just move on.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, and then I got the Fantasy 8. It was the PC version.
Oh, well, with the MIDI.
Lord.
Yeah, let's
with the
go.
MIDI, with the MIDI music, right? 7 had the same issue too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Thankfully, they fixed that.
Yeah, but they didn't fix it for 8 until like the remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny with the PC version of 7 hearing One Winged Angel and MIDI is like,
All right. Who's playing it through a garden hose?
I really like it when they take Final Fantasy references and just make it into its own thing. It's why I like Alexander and Omega so much. Yeah, when they recontextualize something, like when they take Final Fantasy staples and recontextualize it for that game's world, I always like it when they do that. I mean, 14 is not the only one that does that. Like a lot of Final Fantasies do that, but like when 14 does it specifically, it can be really good. You know,
it's different when they actually go out of the way to do something special with it. And they're like, all right, here's the same boss that you fought in the older game, now in this version.
Yeah,
so
I think the only time they were able to get away with it was the Omega raids, because that was the entire point of the series, was literally pulling from the pages of history and reenacting what the book said. Essentially, that's the only time that they can get away with it, and when they do it like that, it's fine. But every other time, like what they're doing with Endwalker specifically, if you like playing Final Fantasy IV, it's not really the same. But at the same time, it works.
I mean, they changed a little bit around with some of the bosses, and like what's giving out to be the final trial of the whole thing. I mean, gonna be interesting. I can handle that one.
Yeah.
I mean, are we gonna get saved by someone at the end? But yeah,
I think I might know how the rest of Endwalker's story is gonna go.
I also have my suspicions, but I won't go too deep into it because I don't want to spoil it yet.
Yeah, not specifically yet.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
John, will you still be in Atlanta around March? I'm guessing not, right?
In terms of what specific? Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. I should be in the area.
Okay, because I just got info
anywhere.
that like
Yeah.
I just got info that that job might got pushed back to March, end of March.
Oh, okay,
so.
yeah, I'll be around.
Okay, it's good to know. I think we're proceeding after the last week.
Cool. I want to find your house and throw things at it.
It got better. This small 1-day job is gonna get. Yeah, don't worry, John. I know. I'm not saying anything. You didn't have to DM me. I kind of understand when shit in this Discord.
If blink twice if he's pointing the gun at your head.
Sorry, from a kind because I cut off the screen. But when 14 implements its characters elements, everyone loves it. When Kingdom Hearts implements good, it can't say they don't belong. Wait, hold on, let me reread this. When 14 re-implements Final Fantasy characters and elements, everyone loves it. When Kingdom Hearts re-implements the KH fans says they don't belong. Who's saying this?
I never thought that.
People who really just wants to separate Disney from Final Fantasy, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I mean, the whole premise of Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy meets
I mean, at the same time, you gotta realize anybody that's like is very loud about this shit on social media and like that always represent a very, very small vocal minority. You know, because Game Intro brings up a good point. Like I've heard the complete opposite. And it's like, no, you see the entire KH Reddit says it. No matter what, the KH Reddit doesn't represent the entire fucking fan base.
Also, the KH subreddit is full of weird posts like, "What if Axel fucked Aqua?" So
yeah, exactly. So I don't think that is exactly the best place for conversations of that nature.
It's like my favorite Kingdom Hearts fan is just one that looks forward to the fucking games.
I used to look forward to it, but then I had to buy 50 different consoles.
It was a simpler time back then.
What a wild thought.
Yeah. It's definitely under the umbrella that I found at this point. It's like I'm not gonna pretend that I'm excited for like the story and all that sort of shit because I've lost interest in the story a long time ago. But I still really like Kingdom Hearts as a game series because they're still really fun.
I love the gameplay is fantastic. I gave up on the story when I played for Kingdom Hearts 2, and I didn't know the change of memories was a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck is happening? Why is Sora in a jar?
A jar?
Who's this? Yeah, I was in a jar. And who's this Roxas guy? What? Okay. So that was my Kingdom Hearts 2 experience, and after that, I'm like, fuck this story. Oh, here comes that thing.
Just don't know where they're gonna take the story now these days. Well, I have a rough idea with like the ending of 3, but it's something we just have to look into.
I think is it? I mean, at this point, it's a whole new story. I mean, Sora's still the main protag, but it's an entirely new narrative, essentially.
Yeah, they're
Like
done
almost.
with the
I
whole...
want to say back to square one, but I think at this point, like everything with Xehanort is done.
Hopefully.
I think the way that a lot of people are seeing it is just like Nomura just trying to make Versus 13 an actual reality instead of
But that's always been like the gag with like narrative study and shit like that with Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically. I think the only thing that I kind of find visually tiring is just the organization, and not even so much the organization. It's just the figure in black coat.
But that's the master of masters code.
Yeah, but like visually, it's very tiring. Like I was hoping that everything encompassing in like the Xehanort saga with the organization or Xehanort, his clones or otherwise, and all that shit like that. I was hoping that would be just sealed within that narrative. And like when you're still teasing future games with some dude in the same ass organization black coat, it's like, guys, I've seen that so many fucking times already. It's visually tiring. I'm pretty sure like the payoff in the end is going to be, it could genuinely be great. It's just that ain't fucking exciting to me. That really is not exciting to me. Yeah, meanwhile, Ashley, I mean that is a similar issue though, to be fair, Neko. I'm not saying that I like it in 14 and I hate it in Kingdom Hearts. I'm not saying that at all. Because 14 has the same problem.
Yeah.
It's just, man, can we find new ways of teasing games without relying on the fucking organization blender again? Like,
I mean, well, now instead of the organization codes, we have the same codes from the mobile game, which are just codes with masks.
I mean,
Totally
I
different.
hope that they erased them. I mean, as much as I enjoyed the story around that, it should be the end of that.
I'm not saying you can't like the Master of Masters. I'm just saying that I'm visually bored, like, of seeing dude in black coat do mysterious things. Set up questions that will not be answered because our answer to questions is just more questions, and it's like, whatever. Like I'm still gonna play the games, but don't ask me about the story. I'm not gonna give a fuck about it.
We need to bring back
Wreck-It
the
Ralph
dude
there?
in the brown coat in the original. That's what we need to bring back again.
Well,
No, I need to bring back his horse, Mom, because he's been waiting for him to come and eat that dinner for how
remember
many
when
years now?
remember when he had a hunchback? Whatever happened to that guy?
A hunchback?
What's it? Fuck, Walker likes the story. Fuck that guy.
Look, don't diss Demix. He does steroids. Leave him alone.
Yeah, explains why his balls have regressed into his body.
The fucking 358 Days manga is it's a joy to read.
Well, does he actually do steroids?
Yeah, when him and Roxas go to the go to Olympus Coliseum,
Right.
they do fucking he pulls out like a bottle of steroids, and it clearly says steroids like on the manga.
Oh boy.
Here, have this divine pill that will make you stronger.
Like the Kingdom Hearts mangas are actually really good.
Park Dashing for tier 1 for 59 months. Really want to jump back into 14, but realizing that I only play the game for the story makes it a bit hard for me to jump straight back in. May wait until 6.4 to properly jump in. I mean, you don't if there's only one reason to need to play 14 of the story, that's perfectly fine. You play Final Fantasy 14 does not mean you have to do everything in the game. You know, some people only play it for story. Some people only play it for the crafting element. Believe it or not, some people only play it for the slice of life element. You know, the idea of owning a digital house.
I got fucking like railed on like a while ago on Discord, like on the old FC stuff. Like, what do you play 14? I just really like the dungeon crawling aspect of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, so do you like the story? I'm like, no. It's like I don't care for the story.
Yeah, you just like it in a gameplay sense, and that's perfectly fine.
I mean, wait, when did this happen, Fonzie?
This was like, fuck. This was like back when I first took my break. So like, right after the first Nier raid, where I actually like, yeah, no, I play 14 because I actually like the actual when you're doing dungeons. I like that. I like the combat.
Yeah.
And they're like, so what do you think of the story? I'm like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've skipped the entire story of the game, and I played since ARR till like the last expansion. So I never said 14 was bad. It's just people just admit to me my complaints.
People are ready to like lash out at you for not liking the same things that they do, and it's like, yeah, it's this tribalism that, again, it's just fucking exhausting to deal with because holy shit, guys, you're gonna be okay. At the end of the day. Ian, thank you for the bits. I can understand the idea of I don't care about the story, but then stuff like Bayonetta 3 story happens and I have to roll that thinking to, okay, I mostly don't care as long as something to this degree doesn't happen. It's, I don't know. Because I'm kind of in a situation where, because I'm indifferent to the larger picture of, let's use Kingdom Hearts as an example again. Because I'm indifferent to the larger picture, I also feel it's harder for me to judge when a story element is legitimately bad outside of like the obvious shit. Like, I don't care about the story. I'm still going to make fucking fun of the time traveling shit of Dream Drop Distance, you know, because that shit is just stupid. Like the idea of the Xehanort clones or like the organization's like true purpose and stuff like that. I'm still gonna poke fun at that because that shit's just dumb, and not even like in a fun sort of dumb, but just dumb. You know. At the same time, I can also enjoy Kingdom Hearts story beats because of that absurdity. It's a very, you know, it sounds very wishy-washy, but at this point, it's either I take it or leave it. And if I'm gonna take it, take that out of context if you want, then I'm hoping that I can still enjoy bits and pieces of whatever is happening currently on the screen. And for the most part, I do. Like, to use Kingdom Hearts 3 as an example, again, I don't care about the bigger picture, but I can still enjoy myself watching Woody give young Xehanort a talking down to because it's Woody.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can still enjoy these things at face value because holy shit, Woody is giving him a verbal smackdown.
Oh, what was the name of the dude who's Mike and Sully through the doors into the doors?
Well, like when they reenacted the scene from Monsters Inc. using fucking Vanitas, and they're just yeeting him through the doors, dude. Like, again, that is entertaining. That is funny. Like, I can still enjoy Kingdom Hearts shenanigans in that way. It's just the bigger picture I don't really care about. Like, I really don't care about it, and I have not cared about it for a very long time. And that's fine. You know, there are still a lot of other things that I can look forward to, and if that bothers people, that's their problem.
Exactly. That bothers them? Well, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Too bad. You can still play the game. You're still liking it.
Let's see. I also got shat on that I never unlocked or beat Crystal Tower.
I mean, to be fair.
So here's the thing. So when I finished ARR, Heaven's Ward came out.
Right.
So like, okay, cool. I could just plow through the story of ARR and get to Heaven's Ward. And they're like, "Did you never unlock Crystal Tower?" I'm like, "No, it's level 50. I hate doing level 50 content."
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Especially, you know, when you like when fucking Shadowbringers came out, it's like, all right, yeah, being level 50 absolutely sucks in any like current thing. I'm like, I just never unlocked it.
Robbie Azur, thank you for tuning into the chat. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
Your brother. They added a patch where you're forced to beat Crystal Tower. now.
Yeah, well, Quidditch
Now
Tower is
I'm
not, Quidditch Tower
wondering-
is not just mandatory. Yeah.
But now I'm
Sure.
wondering, if you buy a jump potion, will that just bypass it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Fonzie, you still haven't been in Crit Tower. I need to do a alliance raid. Do you mind joining me for that?
Yeah, that's what I was being used for. Like, oh, cool, Fonzie doesn't have level 50, so we're not doing any of the level 50 raids. We're going straight to Alexander or anything above that. I'm like,
Boys, we're going into Rabanastre. How long is the queue time? 3 hours.
oof.
Man, it sucks because Rabanastre is such a good raid.
Never forgetty.
So during my Crystal Tower raid, I was legit distracted fixing the large-ass alliance bar that I accidentally walked into a different alliance group. We still passed, but boy, howdy did I just feel red in the face. You're new, though, Blue Dino. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know? As long as you got that green sprout next to your name, people will be more understanding to you flubbing up.
As shit as the joke of like great community, by the way, that 14 has, it's actually like a very like this is coming from a guy who stopped playing 14. I still think the 14 community is actually really nice and wholesome. Yeah, it can be absolutely horribly cringe.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible sometimes, but the general 14 community is good.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly, I think the cringiest part of 14's player base is like the high-end raiders and ERP.
The
Yeah.
third parts out.
Yeah.
I'd say the people that also take the game way too fucking seriously is
Yeah.
another up there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Trios. No.
What? You kiss my ass.
See, he's doing it now. He
Well,
wants me to kiss his
actually-
ass.
No ERP in main chat.
If I want ERP, I'll go to a certain server. By the way, every time I go there, I always get a Lalo too that slaps my ass for some fucking reason. Help.
I saw a fucking a video edit of. So you know that the little dance you can do with the umbrella. How one of
Yeah.
them had just like a kick. Someone like modded a fucking Lalafell like ragdolling as soon as the kick happens. So it was funny as shit.
Fuck did this guy survive?
Kyrie had better unused action lines in Cage too. What was it? Help?
Help. Sora.
Yeah.
It's just all the rip lines from Ashley from fucking Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Yeah, that's all
Help.
it is.
Help me. And then you get the computer voice. Sora.
I'm hoping whatever the story for KH4 and beyond is, fucking let Kyrie do something worth a fucking damn, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's like finally.
So I have to clarify. I still have not experienced Remind,
Insane.
the DLC for KH3.
You're not really missing much.
Okay.
Honestly, all it is just about It's about like a good 20 to 30 minutes of like cutscenes that features, shockingly, the Hall of Bastion group.
Okay.
Crazy, I know, right?
Get the fuck outta
Kingdom
here.
Hearts
What?
3 with like Final Fantasy characters.
I don't
Crazy.
believe you.
And then like the best part is just like seeing the final like Yuzora cutscenes.
There's Sora, there's Sora.
Yeah. It's like Kyrie should mean more. And I'm sure she does. But
Oh, I fucking love Doc Brown as Xehanort. I'm not gonna.
oh
lie.
yeah, Christopher Lloyd, I think makes a really good Xehanort. I mean, as sad as it was for him to pass, Leonard Nimoy was also a fantastic.
He was
fucking
so
Xehanort.
fucking
He
good.
was so good in the role.
I think I also thought the guy from Base 3 was really good too. But it's just my inner Back to the Future fan. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man.
I think Christopher.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the dude's performance in KH3 Vanilla, but like once Christopher Lloyd was brought into the picture, it's like this just makes all sense.
It felt, dude, it would have been great hearing Leonard Nimoy and like fucking like Mark Hamill at the end of 3. Just, man.
Was it Rutger Hauer? Was that Xehanort's voice, Santiago,
Yes.
in KH3? Okay, thank you.
I mean, I never played Birth by Sleep, so I was kind of didn't know much about the voice acting. Then when I played Kingdoms 3, I reached the end, I was like, why the fuck is the Joker here?
Me and my roommates are gonna go look at houses, so I'll
Okay.
be heading off.
Okay.
Good luck.
Catch you later, man.
Good luck.
Yep.
Have
Later,
fun.
guys.
Sunset. Yeah, I'll just rip Kevin Conroy. Man, that sucked so badly when that happened. I love that.
That was That was one of the first like big celebrity deaths to actually like hit me.
Yeah, I was legitimately. I mean, because I also felt like some sort of way when Gilbert Gottfried passed too, but Kevin Conroy left me dumbfounded for like a minute, staring at the headline, like online when I first read it, because I had trouble processing it. It's like, this guy is gone. Like, my favorite Batman voice is gone.
I also like I started to hear like the rumors like like something like what Cameron Conway. I was like, oh no. Like I just went to that kind of phrase because for like all of us, I guessing like he's just the Batman.
Yeah.
So great and so. Yeah, and the man had a throat cancer. That's the, like.
Yeah, I believe it was cancer that.
Yeah, he had cancer in the throat. I don't know if it's a vocal cords or not.
Cancer fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, funny purple octopus is on the screen with mushrooms.
Okay, it wasn't throat cancer. It was colon cancer.
Colon cancer. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, still, it's yeah. Point to be made. Cancer fucking sucks. Yeah, to what's going on the screen. This is when the animators for the character models really starting to have fucking fun with it.
I mean, they've had fun like since Hildebrand was first introduced. Again, I go back to the scene where Godbert just suplexed his own son and tossed him to the sky. But yeah, to reiterate again, Hildebrand is when the animators really have a lot of fun with cutscene animations because they just go balls to the walls nuts. In Realm Reborn, it's Hildebrand, and strangely enough, the Rogue questline, the Rogue Ninja questlines.
Yeah,
are really animated too because of the antagonist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy, and also just like the way that the characters were acting, so things wrong.
Cutscenes animation lived with Hildebrand. Man, I know it probably will never happen, but if they could like redo all of Realm Reborn's cutscenes with the same sort of presentation and choreography that 1.0 had, I would love that. Because that is literally the only thing that's aged really well with 1.0. It's just the cutscene choreography. It's so good. But it is also clearly where all the money went.
Okay, we make cutscenes. What do we make of the game? Well, don't just fit No Fantasy 7. Oh, we use all the
Who would mocap Ultros? I would mocap Ultros. I can do it right now. It's got 2 arms, and you just mirror it 3 times so that you have 6 arms. Pots have more polygons than people. Pots have the same amount of polygons as people.
And then we can never get the grapes.
Never forgetty.
Actually, I think I found them in Idleshire.
I'm hoping like that's like it's like a joke weapon. Like, give me a joke red mage weapon where the focus, the thing that floats above you, is just the grapes, the low poly grapes.
And sage.
Yeah, and sage. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
just 4 of those fuckers that shoot lasers.
I'll get an idea. Rogue Ninja would deal with them.
I want a mop as a weapon to be the most badass janitor in Ors. That'd probably be like a lancer weapon. Because I think Sid in 7 had a mop as a joke.
Yeah, you did. Every time I play, there's a mop. Let's see.
Because there is like a series, like Gold Saucer does have a set of joke weapons, but I don't think every class has them.
And then there's like after you're done with the relic, the pots, the kettles.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite weapons for Monk specifically, which we will be getting with Romani later. It's not a priority though. Because actually the only thing that we need to do for kettles is we need to get more Alexandrite, which we can farm easily.
Doesn't take long at all. Missed this down plating must be ready. Quick question. If Nintendo were to remake Zelda 1, 2, or Link of
Link to
the Past
in
3D.
3D, cool HD. I mean, Ocarina of Time is already a Link to the Past remake. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, and Ocarina of Time also has
60 FPS, fully extra soundtrack, and totally redesigned level design. Which, I mean, is it a? I mean, I guess it would be a remake if it was totally redesigned level design. At that point, you might as well just make a whole new Zelda game, though, Brandon. Because I think at that time you just put out making a new Zelda. Because like if you're gonna remake any Zelda game, I think you'd either be one or two. You don't have to touch Link to the Past. Link to the Past is already remade, by the way. Link Between Worlds is a Link to the Past remake.
Honestly, I think that 2 is the one that needs the most because most people it's so decisive, and it's different.
I would like another Zelda 2 attempt, and I'm talking like keep it 2D,
Yeah, exactly.
like side-scrolling Zelda action. Because Zelda 2 is a game that, as I get older, I appreciate more and more. Like, if you were to tell me to stop what I'm doing right now and play Zelda 2, like, I can do it. Like, I would have no problem doing it. Because I don't mind it. Because, honestly, the worst parts about Zelda 2 is Death Mountain and the trek before the Great Temple.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, everything else is more than manageable.
I mean, you've probably seen it on Twitter, like someone making like the Zelda like 2D style.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that, and I've been seeing like I would actually like 2 to be remade in the style because that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, at this point, you're better off using those resources just to remake the Oracle games. Or, I mean, Minish Cap really doesn't need a remake. I would say the Oracle games were better suited for a remake than anything else.
Yeah. They're in the same way as Link's Awakening, right? So, yeah.
Okay, so we have unlocked the Dragon's Neck Coliseum, folks. This is our trial encounter against Ultros and Typhon. And as before, I'm going to set up a party finder for it. And this is going to be minimum idle level, no echo. So we are going to have to actually attempt to fight these things. And well, let me get the party finder set up.
I'm just getting out of our well.
Enjoy. Still need a new PS5 to play 14 again. Why not just play it on PC, King Arthur? Assuming, or I'm assuming, can your PC just not run the game?
Maybe beautiful letters because possible off-tank is alien to some people. That's one. Don't think I'm wrong.
I mean, people have shown the real because the concept of the all tank is alien to some people. Speaking as a remage that had to be the OT in this fight once. Oh shit. Was there an Xbox Direct today?
Yep.
I mean, what did they talk
I can
about?
only think of like one game that was shown.
Oh. Blue Dino, I'm in private. So you literally just open a party finder and click on the private tab on the right, and I'll be there. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Got a full stack. All right, let's not waste any time then. Do a raid check, make sure everyone's good to go. And we will proceed to do Dragon's Neck. Minimum eye level, Silence Echo. So, all right, so the thing that we have to... I'll say this now so that I don't have to explain it mid-fight. So Dragon's Neck Coliseum is a dual battle against Ultros and Typhon. We're fighting both at the same time. One tank is going to grab Ultros, the other tank is going to grab Typhon. The goal of this fight is to kill both, obviously. But we also cannot fall off of the arena. I think if everybody falls off of the arena at once, it's the duty's failed. Or at least the duty resets. So every once in a while, Typhon is going to do attacks that will attempt to blow you off the arena. You just generally like to stick to the center of the arena to avoid that sort of shit. Ultros, besides having general AoEs to avoid, so step out of the bad, don't get hit by the bad. He is going to transform all DPS into imps at some point, or kappas, whatever works for you. As kappas, as imps, our goal is to then stand in front of Ultros and deliberately get hit by his Aqua Breath attacks. Doing so will give the imps a stack of water debuffs that we will then use when Typhon goes to the center of the arena and start doing his raid-wide sneeze attack. With enough water stacks, we can prevent Typhon from doing that. And then after that, the imp status will be removed and we can continue smacking Ultros. So, to reiterate, once you are transformed into an imp, you get your ass in front of Ultros immediately so that you can take his Aqua Breath attacks. And then when Typhon recenters to the center of the arena and gets ready to do his big sneeze, we have to then attack him as our imps.
Yeah, let Ultros sneeze, I mean.
Yeah. Now, if Ultros gets a sneeze off, it's not the end of the world. If you're at the dead center of the arena when it goes off, you won't get knocked off. And I think you can arm's length it anyway. But that shit's gonna hurt because we're minimum auto level. So keep that in mind.
Right. I mean, experiment, to be fair, they're in a desert coliseum.
This is actually my first time doing this.
You can carry bottles with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for the tier 1. Big sneeze. They have a cold. Also happy 35 minutes.
Carrying bottles with us? Are we Amazon employees? I'm sorry.
No, you need to go sometimes.
A piss bottle.
Those company authorized bottles offer pissing only, not drinking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Combatants, the final confrontation will be here atop the dragon's neck. If all members of a team fall from the platform, you die. No, you lose.
Board the platforms.
Stay on the platform.
Is the team supposed to look like a barbershop quartet?
Ultros versus Fighting Polygon Team.
Well, there's only 8 of them.
Oh, the lighting here's new.
I still remember that old meme of normal people
Whoa,
versus
when did
crazy
you do
people
this?
versus fighting Polygon Team.
I think it did like when they updated lighting.
In 6.3 or 6.2?
Maybe
I think it was 6.2.
Oh, the lighting here is so good now.
I mean, to be fair, they updated all the lighting. Although it still looks a little bit hokey and when you're fighting guys.
All right, we are taking care of Ultros first. We are prioritizing Ultros.
There's just a chance they might have retrofitted it with a new lighting map.
Well, they've been doing that for a while now. Pretty much getting ready for the graphical update.
I look forward to seeing that.
So we don't look like a PS3 game anymore.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll finally have more polygons than the paths.
I can hear the grapes crying out in celebration already.
All right, we are imps, so now we're standing in front of Ultros.
I thankfully didn't put a G in front of that eye. Grapes get a 1 extra polygon, nothing else.
We are deliberately getting hit by the Aqua Breath attacks, because you see we're building up stacks of something right now. Wet plates, essentially. With these, we can stop Typhon from doing his big sneeze, but we need more than enough wet plate stacks in order to stop that. So we're going to be paying attention to Typhon here. Once he goes to the center and starts his big sneeze, we need to attack him as an imp form. Here we go. All right, he's going. So then you attack him, and for every wet plate stack you have, you lower that counter. I see, and then after that, he stops. All right, back to Ultros.
Yeah. How many did you need again? Because
so Typhon, when he's preparing his big sneeze, has 8 stacks of sneeze. For every wet plate stack you have, you remove 1. So you need 8 wet plate stacks.
So basically 2 per.
So 2
DPS.
wet plates, yeah, per DPS essentially.
Yeah, but when you're doing this as a trial,
shit.
and
So Typhon's doing his big sneeze merry-go-round, so we need to rotate with us, but also stay in front of Ultros so that we can get hit by the aqua breaths.
Or you were going to say hit by the wet bandits for a second.
No. No, I think Ultros is more of a sticky bandit, to be fair.
Or more the sticky bit.
Yeah. You can attack Ultros with Imp Punch in the meantime. It doesn't really do anything, though. It's kind of a piss poor attack. Okay.
Unless your hitbox had one, they need to...
All right, he's doing a severe snort. Attack Typhon. Attack Typhon. And he's done. Okay. Back to Ultros. Yeah, so we're actually doing the fight as intended. We have to interrupt Typhon's big sneeze with the Imp stacks, and then take care of Ultros in the meantime. I'm not sure how many times Ultros will transform into Imps.
I think it's like 3.
I'm not sure if it was 3 or 4 times. It might be more because we're minimum mile level.
Yeah, that takes longer. Usually it doesn't live long enough for it to...
Yeah, he'd be dead by now if this was like just regular ass roulette.
Oh my god, this party is so bad. Can't kill Typhon within 3 minutes.
Cringe!
I'm gonna leave now. Oh shit.
Now you notice though that okay, he's getting ready to do his merry-go-round. Oh yeah, this is the multi-grade room. If you just stay in the center, you'll be fine. You can also arms like most of that, so it's no problem. Unfortunately, Joaquin fell off the ring, so we have to jump back in order to tank the fight again. Yeah, because if a tank falls off the arena, aggro goes to the second highest aggro. Oh my god!
All right, I forgot it.
Yeah. I'd never seen that sweep before.
Well,
I mean,
I've
they
seen
had
enough
to...
memes to know where this is going.
I mean, to be fair, they had to come from someone for them to use it during the
Yeah. So you notice though, despite us focusing, I know, right? We're almost focused solar. I can't fucking talk right now, dude. Prioritizing Ultros and nothing but Typhon is also almost dead too. That's because throughout the fight, oh shit. That's because throughout the fight, Ultros will share Typhon some HP as a means to, keeping themselves alive and other shit. But this also means that you really just have to prioritize one and you can take care of both. Good shit, guys. Yeah, that trial's not so bad. Minimum mile level.
I mean, it's a fun trial at first in a context of thing, but when you've done it 30 times in a row, you kind of get sick and tired of it. And also, I think like until Stormblood, they didn't do any more Hildebrand trials.
Yeah, that was the first try. Only some folks fell off the arena. They are not getting prize money. E.
Like, where's those goddamn seats?
Good shit, guys. All right. Then our last trial is going to be the second Gilgamesh encounter, but we're not going to be doing that for a while, so just going to disband. Get out of my room.
I pay good money to be in this room, goddammit.
No.
You didn't make it, Luigi.
You didn't make it, Luigi. That's it. You're going right into my cringe compilation.
No.
Dispensing cringe token, Luigi.
I'm gonna dispense of you like I dispensed Yoshi back in World War I.
But Yoshi wasn't a thing back then. I didn't want to eat the goddamn food. No.
What, Orange Bale?
Yeah, and light grinding. It takes me like 2-3 minutes to do it, and I always get blinding. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Or was it the Ultros?
Yeah,
Ultros is not
Hey.
takoyaki.
yeah, what they say? Oh, to get the takoyaki. Or was it the Ultros?
The bear takoyaki is fucking delicious.
Never had it.
Can't say I've ever had it.
Yeah.
Anything...
Oh goddamn, Jason.
Hi, Jason. I just immediately knew it was going to be Jason.
Anything that involves octopus or squid, I just don't think I've had the palate for. Although
Yeah, no, thank you.
I might be missing out on something delicious and I just don't know it, but it's like the idea of eating octopus or squid. I guess it has to be prepared a certain way.
They're too chewy for me.
I think that's my issue with it.
Yeah, it is chewy, but I think you might like it in takoyaki because the way the bread is fried and the sauce with it.
Yeah, like if it's fried, then I might enjoy it.
Even fried, it's still too chewy for me.
Like,
But
could
honestly,
you? Are you able to compare its consistency with another food?
The only one I can compare to kind of is escot. If you've had that.
What was that?
In escot.
Escot?
Fishing snails.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I know it's escargot.
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 Escargot, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was to say escot. I was probably thinking of a sword.
You're pronouncing it phonetically.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
you were saying ascot for a second. I was going to say, how's a neckerchief going to help?
Yeah, sometimes my brain does this. I've been
Yeah,
going through the day.
I never had takoyaki. I never had calamari either.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't want to try it. It's just a case of I've not had the chance to try it.
I've had both takoyaki and calamari, and I did not like either. It's just
okay.
it's not for me.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because I found during my stage program, I found this old lady who made this fucking delicious takoyaki near a temple.
God, I
Yeah,
can't imagine like
probably.
being allergic to shellfish must be the fucking worst. Like,
It can
Right.
be.
like I think there's like so many things you cannot eat because of that.
And like most seafood has like the chance of being contaminated with it if you go to restaurants, stuff like that. And then you're missing out on legit good stuff.
Yeah. Lineback, yes, I have been intermittently watching the World First race for top. I think everyone's now almost at phase 3. Like, I know some parties are in phase 3 already, but like I think everyone is now consistently getting to phase 3, and I can't wait to see how they resolve Hello World.
Yeah, for Hello World right off the bat, I was like, oh, there's my nightmare.
Hello World is just like frame 1. You know when a computer just wakes up and says "fuck you." Why'd you
Yeah,
wake
that's
me
why I got a
up?
new one. That's when you get a new one. Especially when it starts saying I'm the Alpha and Omega. You're like, oh shit, not again. Oh shit.
Laugh track? Yeah, because we're in a coliseum. There's literally an audience watching us. People are on P3 in Rage. Neverland is on P4. It's fucking. I know Neverland is the name of a raid group. I for some reason thought of fucking Michael Jackson's estate.
I thought
Like
of
when you said
Peter
that, I was like, I thought he passed away. Can you imagine
was
Michael
thinking of
Jackson
Peter
as a
Pan.
14 streamer or like a high-end raider?
Christ.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of the Peter
healers
Pan.
adjust.
Oh my god, this Reaper is not good at all. I was, but yeah, I thought of Peter Pan.
Hello World is literally 2 minutes. It's the entire phase. Oh my god. Hello World is an entire fucking phase, along with patch. Because I saw like I did see like the Hello World transition and the phase itself. So it's not only Hello World mechanics. You're also dealing with patch the entire fucking phase. That is hilarious.
I hear Hello World, my brain goes somewhere else because Hello World is like programming tutorial 101.
Yeah, well that's the reference with Omega specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then patch, which tends to break more things than it
Yeah.
fixes.
Good old programmer's dilemma.
you ever like looked at a computer weird and it just exploded in a defamation size AOE?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's the fucking worst. I just
Yeah, happened to my launch 360.
Exactly, Jason.
as a
I mean,
spectator,
you know,
it's hilarious. Playing it sounds like a nightmare. I like to compare it to, if I have to compare it to something, it's the Nisi part of Brute Justice and Cruise Chaser for T, because that half of that phase is juggling those fucking Nisis.
Is there a reason this dude's going around buck naked?
Because he's always like
yeah.
that. He's also this guy's father.
And he's also his name is literally Godbird, and he's
Yeah.
the strongest thing in this game.
He's also the owner of the Gold Saucer. He's one of the richest folks in the Eorzea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is with that shot? What the hell? That was a Gmod shot.
Oh, trust me, it just gets better.
Yeah. Hildebrand stuff in 14 is essentially a Gmod. Especially with Hildebrand, because Hildebrand's face is made of rubber.
I recognize it because my friend's server used to use his face as the server icon for like a year or two.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they've all become horribly addicted to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not gonna blame anyone for anything.
I mean, you know, if you say that, it might give you some funny looks.
I mean, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead, right?
He'll be fine.
I'm more concerned how the hell we're going to repair the ceiling.
I mean, that is legitimate.
Did I get the Blackjack Mountain Gold Saucer? No, I'm working my way to grind the MGP though. Celeste, or is it Celeste?
Let's
say Celeste.
Yes, Harvey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the Thong guys are still there.
I'm only 1.2 MGP in the grind, and the Blackjack is 4 million. With my routine though, I'm popping like 200k per week. So it shouldn't be that terribly long. I just noticed Enkidu was just flying with the mushroom kebab.
Yeah.
Like in the background. When are you gonna do the GP grind? So like the true honest to god MGP grind is when the Make It Rain event happens in Summer Blue Dino. That's when MGP rewards are multiplied by like I think it's like 50% more.
Yeah, you get 50% more. So
yeah,
and I'm hoping I'm gonna have to ask Adatha because he mostly takes care of the FC crap into like make jackpot 3.
Yeah. So that's 15% bonus. So you get 50% on top of 15. So you earn 65% more MGP, and the gains are obnoxiously large. Like you do.
What's up with these guys in their underwear?
You do fashion. Enough about that, Jason. Don't worry about
it. Jason, don't worry. We have a saying.
You do like if you do fashion report and you go for the 80 score for the highest amount given to you, you can easily make like 90k plus MGP just doing that, like per week.
Yeah.
So when the Make It Rain event happens, again, that's usually around the beginning of summer. I will start doing Gold Saucer sessions with that specifically because I want the Blackjack mount. Like, I do want that. As a Final Fantasy VI fan, I am required to have the Blackjack mount. I already got Typhon, and I already got my Air Force, and I already got... What other Final Fantasy VI reference?
Falcon.
Typhoid fever.
And I got the... I got Dysentery.
But have you died from it
yet? Yeah. Gotta catch them all! Oregon Trail!
Man, Final Fantasy VI would have ended differently if the Oregon Trail effect kicked in.
Man, Oregon Trail, get hit with fucking Doom Gaze.
You can't fucking shit in 6.
Yep. That's a bomb.
Did you hear that? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just a sigh of relief from the audience, but it also sounded like disappointment. It's like, oh, it didn't go off.
Yep.
Now, I'm talking specifically like the 6 related mounts, because you have the Magitek armor. That's like that's the easiest one. Then you have the Falcon mount. Then you have Typhon. You can get Typhon as a mount. That's MGP as well. I think it's like 750k MGP. Then you have the Air Force mount, which you get for clearing Kefka and Savage. And am I missing anything else?
Ooh, Blackjack.
I think. Oh, the Blackjack is like that. That's the latest one though.
Oh, then you get the gold magic deck mount and the red one.
Yeah.
I think there's a white one as well.
Well, there's, that's cash shop though. I think, as is the red one.
Yeah.
The white one belonging to, what was her name? Livia.
Livia. The white one was Livia.
Yeah, and the red one belongs to Nero. I have the red one for Joan because I like the color red on Joan. So
same here. I also got. I forgot why you got the gilded one again.
You got the gilded one for player accommodations.
Oh yeah, right.
Do I have the Setzer gear? Yes. If there is a Final Fantasy VI reference in the game, I am involved in any form or fashion, like because I love Final Fantasy VI. Thailander.
They replaced the views counter on Twitter.
Did they replace or did they move it somewhere else? Because
They
I
replaced it with verified views. Now you only see who has Twitter Blue and saw your post.
oh my god,
Christ
Jesus
almighty.
Christ! I mean, that doesn't matter to me on browser, like on
Yeah,
desktop,
yeah,
because I have the plugin installed that just removes it entirely. Because I, honest to God, do not care. On mobile, though, it's a different story. On mobile, I still get the view count. I was like, who cares? Like, I always thought the number of retweets and likes was indicative to the amount of folks who saw it, or at least gave a shit about it.
I just tapped back into the stream and got a lot of midriff.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the entire point.
Okay, but which of these views are the actual views?
Yeah, really.
Anyway, I
sure.
like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob in what fashion? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I remember B-17 bomber starting differently for Metal Electronics specifically.
Right up there with double twibble.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I love the fact that the reason the sound is that shit on the voice sample is because there was a bloody error in how it was programmed.
Oh boy.
I think it was like a 1 byte difference fixed it.
Yeah. Oh, what about the? Oh, that's right. There is the Prometheus mount, which I think was PvP only, which I'm never getting, I guess, at this point. And there's the axle, the mag rotor mount. Those are also 6 related. Those are that's PvP related though, King Arthur, and I think they're no longer acquirable because you have to. They were feast awards.
Well, until they release them for the cash shop.
I mean, maybe they can bring them back for Crystalline Conflict if they do that. Oh my god! If they made Prometheus or the mag rotor as a final tier reward for CC, I would actually have reason enough to finally actually do that. Because until now, I've only done that to like maybe Series 10 for Crystalline Conflict because I don't really care about the end game reward for it. You know, I don't really care about the armor. I don't really care about the dragon mount from last time. I don't really care about the armor set for this one too. But the emotes I always go for, and if there's a nice looking like mount or minion in the middle, then I'll go for it. But like so far, I've not done Crystalline Conflict enough to unlock every single reward for the entire season.
Right, there's also the Magtech Predator mount.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from Alamigo. Right. Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, remember that investigator used to be a part of a joke.
Yeah, me too, bud.
Yeah, this happens when you get your hair caught in your jeans.
I thought that screen came from the cutscene for a second. I was like, wait, Hildebrand doesn't have voice acting.
Hildebrand has a voice.
No, that wasn't the game, JC.
Could have fooled me.
I mean, I think in Hildebrand class, the only one actually has a voice sample is Gilgamesh.
Yeah, he's the only character that talks in any cutscene, actually, now that I think about it.
Bring back old school Dragon Ball Z transformations. I want to have a fucking seizure, man.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Oh my god. I know I was already... I brought it up before, but I have to reiterate. I just went on a nostalgia trip with old school Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z on Crunchyroll because they're all there now. And man, like I made the mistake of watching it in a dark room.
Dark room. Yu Hakusho was that for me last year.
There is so much white flashing happening in those battle
White
scenes.
and red.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
God damn.
And don't forget the seizure-inducing. And don't forget the seizure-inducing when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, like I mean, it doesn't. That's just part of it, though. Like there is little downtime between episodes or battles where rapid white flashing is not happening on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. like just fighting has flashing in anime
Hell,
at that time. It's
I
just
was
like,
watching.
why?
I was watching. This is not Dragon Ball related, but it's similar effect. I was watching clips of the old Blob movie, the '80s movie, and there's a sequence in that movie where the Blob invades a movie theater and it starts eating everybody in the theater. And the problem is that the power starts shorting out. And what this means is that the entire fucking sequence of that movie theater sequence is like strobe lights. The entire way. And I was watching that in the dark too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I had to stop the video because it's really weird because rapid flashing of lights and strobe lights didn't used to bother me all that much growing up. But as I get older, it actually irritates me now.
Dude, I've been having the same thought. Like, I used to be fine with strobe lights, but I have to like close my eyes now.
Yeah.
I can't deal with
Like, it actually now visually irritates me. Like, I cannot deal with strobe lights anymore.
Yeah.
Your
Same
younger
here,
mind
man.
is like, ooh, stimulus.
Ooh, stimulus. And now, oh God, stimulus.
me when I get my stimmy check.
Here are your $600.
Red Mage is dead. Summon is my new best friend. Why don't you just be a better Red Mage, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not like the Ray I know. I didn't know you were such a bitch. How far did
The
you?
Incredibles 2 white flashes
How
in
far?
the theater.
How far did you guys end up getting last night? Oh yeah, that's the end of the Hildebrand storyline for this patch. I think just one more to go.
Yeah, there's only one more.
Yeah.
And
I think
then
I saw one or
JC
two.
saying
Yeah.
The Incredibles 2 white flashes in the theater.
Oh yeah, that was not pleasant. I saw Incredibles 2 in theaters, and I had to squint my eyes just to get through it.
Yeah, so that was like one of the first dates, for me and Cheyenne. And
yeah.
like we couldn't get a good seat, so we were like third row from the fucking front. And it's right there in front of our fucking faces. There's just flashing light.
Do people generally
Like,
feel
holy
front row
shit.
seats in theaters, or do they prefer to be at the back?
I
I
don't think
prefer
I
it to
back.
be like in the middle.
Xavier, because I don't want to crane my head, but I also don't want to have to look down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was the thing.
Also, if like I'm in the back and the fucking screen at that point feels like the size of my monitor, what's the point in going to the theater?
Because I can't watch the movie at home.
That's
Idiot.
for the talk.
what am I doing? Just go to the fuck. I ain't the right dude. Is the Lala Stalker in the ARR quests the one that really likes Nashu?
Yeah.
I think he is as early as that one.
Yeah,
It's either that or Stormblood.
I do
okay,
remember
you're
him
talking about
somewhere.
an NPC. I thought we were talking about an actual person on a server
Yeah.
for a second. I was going to say.
Yeah, because there's a Lalafell that is absolutely infatuated with Nashu, the Makote, the cat girl. And apparently, like he pops up everywhere. And if you got a good eye, you can actually like see him hiding in a couple of cutscenes. He also apparently stinks like cheese.
Oddly specific.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's what people describe him as. Your
Cheese
character,
smells like shit.
yeah, and
There's no cheese.
yeah.
I mean, after that, and if you point it out to Nash, she's like, I would have noticed that. Like, honey, you are sleeping every other cutscene.
I mean, if you can smell them and if you're able to identify the smell as cheese, then I would imagine that the odor has to be quite pungent.
Or the guy likes to bathe in milk.
Well, I mean,
Depends
but
on what kind of cheese.
I was gonna say, when you think of a pungent cheese, what cheese enters your head immediately?
Blue.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese. There was another
Santiago
one.
says mozzarella. Really, I don't think mozzarella has that strong of a smell.
Mozzarella is really
Fresh mozzarella.
pungent.
Okay, if it's fresh, then sure.
I mean, even then, it isn't that pungent. Let's see. Aged Gouda can be really. Ugh.
What was the name of the really fucking
Blue cheese, I wouldn't call pungent. I'd say that's more of like a funk.
You're funky.
I am funky. Gorgonzola. No, wait, what was the name of the fucking?
Danish blue.
That's
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite chowder character.
Wait, what? Why am I blanking on the really smelly cheese?
Danish blue is a good one, San Diego.
Parmesan has quite an odor too. I like Parmesan. I like the smell of Parmesan though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
Parmesan's like one of the few cheeses that kind of smells like it tastes.
yeah, I would agree.
Wouldn't it be French cheese that's the stinkiest?
Oh,
on
it
the
might be
planet?
Limburger that I'm thinking of, Santiago.
Brie doesn't really have that strong of a smell, honestly.
Either Limburger or like Montague.
Like, what's like the worst fucking smelling cheese ever?
I'm trying to
Because I
remember.
think like Limburger is a contestant for that, isn't it?
I don't smell a lot of cheese.
I don't either. I only smell the ones that I, actively eat.
I mean, sometimes they like to have some fancy cheese for tasting it. And one of them, if you can't taste it because the
Hayato-
smell is so well.
The term cheddar nerd just made me throw up my mouth a little bit. So thanks for that. You smell like a cheddar nerd.
Wisconsin's in a fucking nutshell.
Cheddar notes?
Don't say that. Like, you might draw the Irish shade. Because Shade fucking loves cheese.
Yeah.
Like, absolute fucking bonkers over it. Actually, she probably would know.
I was kind of surprised he hasn't come in here since we started talking about cheese.
Yeah. But it's, no, like, that's the calling card.
We need to summon shade. Okay, let's put some cheeses on the ground.
Yeah.
Let's type.
You just become a
Little
Green Bay
fucking
Packer.
mousetrap.
Yeah, like wear one of those giant cheese heads from for being a Packers fan.
I was just busy going on the cheese rolling festival that happens in Europe. I think it'll happen in Swiss.
So I'm what you would describe as not culturally suave, but why is Wisconsin so tied to cheese? Is it just because? Say what?
Lots of cows.
Lots of cows. Is that it?
They had a
Yeah,
So is
cheese
it also-
a major
cows.
product?
So
of them.
isn't why is Wisconsin also just not Burger City?
Because they keep them alive.
Oh, I mean you can
They
eat
want
the
the
cow
milk.
alive. I'm not saying I'd do it, but
Yeah. Well, cheese is a major export of Wisconsin.
okay. Wisconsin is made of cheese.
No,
That's
it's
story.
literally because they got rich off making cheese.
Oh, okay.
The economy
Yeah.
there.
Ah, you thought you landed on the moon and that the moon was made of cheese. JK, fucker, we faked it. You actually landed in Wisconsin.
Fuck.
Yes.
That's actually one of my favorite lines in the Dogma, the Kevin Smith movie, where they thought that they banished the two angels to hell. No, worst, Wisconsin. Hey, Ed, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much.
Holy shit.
Man, it's been a long time since I watched that movie. I love it.
Which film?
Dogma.
Dogma? Yeah, I love the movie.
Can't say I've ever heard of it.
It was that and Clerks is obviously where I think a lot of people started with the Kevin Smith movies. It was Clerks and Dogma for me specifically, where I fell in love with Kevin Smith's movies. And after that, I just kind of just started watching all the others. Although I've never seen Mallrats.
Yeah, have I? Where did I put that fucking ninja?
Wisconsin is the cheese state because it's full of holes and game exploits. Don't actually, we are full. Banish them to Idaho. Yeah, like if you had to banish someone to like the most inconsequential state in the United States, I think Idaho probably would be the candidate for that. Because the only thing I think about when I hear of Idaho are potatoes. That's it.
Why? I also
Where
bring
the
to the
fuck-
table Wyoming.
I would like to say there's one of the few in the middle. At least the ones that, not the ones that have the incest.
No, but you see, Shadow, Ohio has value in its infamy. You know, Ohio is what we call the debuff of the United States of America. But I don't hear anybody fucking talk about Idaho outside of that's where we get most of our potatoes.
That is oddly specific.
Yeah.
That's America,
But,
baby.
But to kind of put into comparison, like how much cheese America consumes, if there's ever a fucking cheese shortage, the U.S. has 1.5 billion pounds of cheese just stockpiled,
Oh my god! In a refrigerator.
waiting, just waiting to be fucking unleashed upon.
This is a threat.
Is a threat. You will be buried in cheese.
This is
A
a threat.
US
We are going to dig up your state. Give us your cheese.
It used to be, actually run by the U.S. government, but now it's run by, of course, like private companies. So big dairy.
I like Dobinger. Oh boy, we're talking about the cheese caves.
Yep.
That's when the Latin choir starts playing in the background as you go into the history.
Mhm.
I mean, somewhere in North Wales, there's a place called Power Mountain. And buried deep underneath it is a giant water turbine.
Yeah.
And that turbine's express existence is solely for brewing tea in the UK.
Nice.
No.
Specifically at a time window, roughly around 5 to 7 p.m. at night, because that's considered prime time. And if that wasn't there, it would overload the UK power grid in a heartbeat.
Why am I not surprised?
My favorite cheese is sharp
in
provolone.
Welland in North Wales.
I know it is Cooper sharp, but I think the general term is just sharp provolone. I love sharp provolone, especially with hot roast beef.
For me, it's Gouda. Well, Icelandic Gouda. I can basically eat that thing just on its own.
I understand the rest of
Iceland has cheese? I'm sorry.
What?
Yes, we have cheese. It's actually good.
What?
Shouldn't it be kielbasa?
You know what's gonna be weird though? So
besides
like the fucking cheese stockpile keeps growing because people are eating less cheese, like consuming less milk each
More
year.
people are realizing that maybe I shouldn't keep eating this thing that makes me shit violently.
Not that.
No,
people
cheese-
are
cheese
moving to the new
constipated.
fad.
Cheese
Almond
blocks
milk.
your hole. What the fuck are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about more people realizing that they're lactose intolerant.
Right. Okay. In that case, sure. But like I've always equate cheese to just blocking your butt altogether.
No, you're absolutely right. I
Yeah.
also watched Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, I've heard that from time immemorial.
Fuck you talking about?
I'm saying I'm old, bitch.
Welcome, let us go.
But,
I've been
like-
fitted for a cane.
With fucking almond milk taking the rise now, do you think they're gonna have a fucking stockpile of bees?
Okay, honestly, that's probably better than cheese.
I mean, yeah.
We have a
Bees help
stockpile
us.
of 5 million pounds of bees under Missouri. Just
the
in
bees
case.
What's the bees gonna do? Sting me? Said by person who was stung by bees.
It's all fun and games, but you're all fucked when the B Armada is released from their prison.
Why do you have that many bees? Just in case the almond milk industry dies. We need to revitalize it somehow.
Oh, good lord.
Hayato was asking what exactly makes a cheese sharp, not like in a literal sense, but I always
Age.
took it as like, yeah, it's is it its age? I also equivocate it to the taste as well.
Yeah,
Bacterial
the taste
growth.
Yeah.
The longer it ages, the more bacteria grows in it. It changes the compound, blah blah blah, science stuff, and it gets a stronger taste, but also smells better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the lollipop
Cheese
right
is
there.
literally just milk that's gone bad.
Yeah.
It's gone so
So-
bad that you can hold it.
Yeah.
What's the worst cheese you've ever had? One that you've ever had personally?
Blue.
Yeah, blue cheese is up
I
there.
just don't care for blue cheese.
Oh, you haven't had any of the aged Nordic ones. They can get, you can eat it and go like, what the fuck did I put in my mouth, and why is my tongue trying to strangle me?
You're right. I haven't had those, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Well, okay, that's TNG. Well, I'm bringing you
No,
some
what?
cheese.
No, like I'd be willing to try it.
I'll also bring you some Icelandic shark if you really hate your existence.
I don't think you can bring it though.
I'll smuggle
Yeah,
them.
isn't
that
there?
make it
Yeah,
past
I was gonna
customs?
say, isn't there certain cheeses that actually are just not allowed through customs?
Yeah, but usually we just try it.
Because they're a bioweapon.
Yeah, basically. I just wrap if you apparently
No,
wrap it
I
in some clothing.
I think it has. I think it has something to do with the bacteria in the cheese.
Yeah, probably.
Not
and
wanting to
how-
introduce foreign bacteria.
Yeah, you don't. Oh my God!
Good
Holy
evidence.
shit! So when I was flying to Hawaii, for the Sonic thing, mid-flight, they made you sign this fucking long ass form about shit that you cannot bring with you and shit that you cannot
take
take
back.
with you. Yes, like Hawaii airports going back to the States, they check your bag like 3-4 fucking times to make sure you are not bringing anything back from Hawaii, like from Hawaii's natural habitat.
Well, it's almost like fucking cats have nearly killed the fucking wildlife.
I mean, I think I did have to work a little bit around that. So
Yeah.
I was kind of worried when I was bringing the chocolate or this. Like, are they gonna let me through with this stuff? Like, you guys banned our cheeses, we banned your Kool-Aid.
I mean, it was only a matter of time, to be fair. But that's
that's
just
the
that's
worst place.
funny
Oh
to me.
yeah.
The worst place with restrictions is Australia. Like, they're really fucking strict on shit. And you'll get several $1,000s worth of fines.
Holy shit! Oh, it's like
I mean-
it was a kasu marzu, a cheese with maggots that is in the Sardinian. That shit is not. Oh my god! I mean, the maggots are supposed to help enhance the flavor, I think.
Yeah, it's literally they eat the cheese and shit it out, and then it becomes an enzyme
Yeah.
sort of shit. I mean, like most cheese is made from mold. Like
Yeah.
that. I know it's gross, but it's like
But yeah, it's
You're
like
fine.
it's the sausage principle. Like if you love
Yeah.
something, never find out how it's made.
Yeah.
And
Or
it's like don't look up how cheese is made or what cheese is. If you like it, just continue on.
Yeah. Or like how a lot of people tenderize their steaks
Yeah.
by submerging it in pineapple juice, because the pineapple juice enzymes will eat the steak and tenderize it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we have actually this one thing that we kind of do with food over here. Basically, we have to kind of have it like mold, but we also need to put a lot of ammonium on it. We've been doing this for 1,000 years now. How do you think we put the ammonium on it?
Wait, ammonia?
You have a cat piss on it.
No, even better. The cook did.
You wait, do you have to actively
The cook pisses
hold on,
on
babe.
it.
I didn't pee on that steak yet. it's not ready.
Well, we do it mostly for shark and fish. I really don't like the traditional food.
Oh my god.
So if someone offers you traditional Icelandic food, they've been pissing on that.
say yes.
Say yes, enjoy. Otherwise, you're on
I
What's
put
the
cold
secret ingredient? My pee.
I put blood, sweat, and piss in this. You
Literally.
better fucking enjoy it.
I meant one of those literally, but I let you have fun guessing which one.
Well, nowadays we just use a blend instead of actually pissing on the shit. But
You feed me with cheese with maggots, I'm sending you to Krypton.
Shut up, babe. I'm making piss.
Let's see. So this one.
Oh, wait, sure, I have to go to the horizon. Then we just teleport.
So, John, what's for dinner?
Fucking, I don't know, it's whatever Nora wants.
I was gonna say piss, but okay. Yeah.
You frying chicken in there? Actually, no, I'm marinating the steak. Lineback, thank you for the bets. Imagine Yoshi P throwing a curveball and making a Hildebrand ultimate, including fighting the old people from the HW one. Yeah, I mean, that would make the Heaven's Sword quest interesting. So I would agree, Lineback. But yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Fucking junk monger.
No. I'm having chicken fajitas tonight.
Chicken fajitas.
Vegetas?
Fajitas. It's spelled with a J, and the J is not silent. I refuse.
Yeah, it's like a jalapeno popper.
Prince Vegeta.
Oh god damn it!
Okay, you're gonna make me fucking play the goddamn.
Is this shit?
Who played Seabed? That was me.
I'm just caught out there.
I really thought it was Jason.
No, I have Seabed on standby. I think everybody has Seabed on standby though. That's not really saying anything. Sierra, yeah, the Romani sketch I have on the bottom right there. That was from Sylphie. I had her commissioned. Oh my god.
There's no real power behind Vegeta's punches anymore.
I know that's like the 4th fucking time we've played that bumper, but I have to ask every single time. Did they know what that song was? Did they know the Reddit context?
That was before it.
It was,
like
okay. I guess
2
it
years
was.
before.
It was before. I guess so. But what if it was the girlfriend that actually made those bumpers? It's like 3-4 years from now, people are gonna find out about this shit and laugh. I love chicken fajita though. The chicken fajitas are pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna put in the fucking Instant Pot.
I've rediscovered how much I love enchiladas.
Wait, how do you make fajitas on an Instapot?
What do you mean?
Turn it on.
Yeah. Oh, is that how it is? Okay.
Okay, besides that.
All right. How the fuck do you boil water?
Set it to the chicken searing setting.
Right.
Go ahead and cook the chicken first, and then you take the chicken out, put it on a plate, and start the rice, and then you just dump everything in after the rice is done.
Oh, okay.
And then if you want to really be fancy, once you dump everything back in and, set it to
pee in the
pressure cook for a little bit, what you do is you take your hand mixer and dump it into the fucking bowl and hand mix the goddamn chicken to shred it.
Yeah, so they announced the new Valentine's Day event for 14, and once again we're getting glamour items for the event, and they're fucking gender locked, dude. Like, I am so confused by this studio, where everybody loves when they remove the gender lock for outfits like previously released outfits, and they still fucking gender lock outfits. Like for new releases, like what country is giving them this mandate that they have to follow, otherwise they won't get funded?
There's no country mandate; they just don't want to do it.
But it's like, but at some point or another, you're gonna remove the gender lock. So
people are bitching about
it's
Square
like,
Enix. Remove the gender lock on this costume.
It's like to buy them wordy. You're probably not wrong. Like, so the way seasonal events in 14 work, right, is like if you have an active subscription, when the seasonal event drops, all you have to do is just play the quest line and you get the glamour items right then and there. If you miss the seasonal event though, then by that time next year, those items that you could have gotten those quests are put up in the Mog Station, the cash shop, and you can buy them with real life money and get them for your character.
That was going to be my second guess.
Yeah, so they will probably put both outfits up on the Mog Station first, and then gender unlock them because folks will already have bought both sets or some other shit. That's pretty scummy if that's the case. I was fortunate enough to have both sets of the Valentine's Day outfits from a couple of years ago, because I really was hoping that they would gender unlock the vest, the suit for females, because originally females didn't have that option. And now they did, and I was like, "Oh, thank God I held on to the shit on my." That shit was collecting dust in my retainer for like 3 years.
I understand that. I mean, then again, also, how long do you think we have to wait until we dudes could finally dress up as maids?
Yeah, it's like it's so weird because a PAX East that I went to years ago, they had a Final Fantasy 14 event, and the Yoshi P and the writers of the game were there, and right then and there they made the announcement that they were releasing the Bunny Boy outfits for all genders, and everybody in the panel fucking exploded, dude. Like they were so excited.
Okay.
So it's like you see people react to this shit with nothing but positive remarks. So why was still with the gender lock shit?
We can do it again later on for brownie points.
Like, every outfit should be unisex. Like, every fucking piece of equipment in this game should be unisex.
Oh well. Sometimes I just don't learn.
Yeah, I think it just might be a corporate thing.
You wouldn't get a lady, would you?
The hammer of justice is
It's unisex.
I love that.
No, John, unless you work at IRL, you can't work it in 14. I mean, I wouldn't want to work it anyway. My character's a lot of right?
An army of Karens just waiting to complain. No, that's Fox News. Looking at the fucking Xbox rage yesterday.
Oh, good lord. We already covered that one.
That man.
Where have I seen it before?
Gender lock aside, I also want more equipment that isn't job locked. Well, I guess it depends on what equipment you're talking about specifically, Prankster. The thing that I think they need to work on next is removing the gender lock of different poses and shit for jobs. Because male and females have different idle poses for different jobs. And the one constant argument I have against the female pose is that they put more emphasis on being cute than being badass, and it just rubs me the wrong way. Now, you see, Lunar, I actually don't mind the Dark Knight female pose because I like the sword embedded into the front.
I want to be cute.
Yeah, I actually really like that. You know, but, you know, the warrior idle pose, girl's got a whole axe with two hands. Fucking, what was another one?
Let's see.
I think we'll just do a job by job comparison. Probably be easier to do.
Let's see, how did the red weights want to go again?
Red mage one. I don't mind the red mage one because both of them are pretty suave. White mage one again, more cutesy. Monk one. I like the male monk idle pose that Romani does when I'm not doing anything. The female one is okay. The female one actually kind of reminds me of the classic idle Final Fantasy pose with like both of their fists like to the sides. That's fine. Honestly, it's not so much idle poses, it's like battle poses and victory poses. Victory poses especially. Like, oh my god, like some of the girls, it's like, hey, teehee, I'm so cute in this shit. And I was like, come the fuck on.
I mean, it's also kind of one reason I don't like most of the female running animations is when they're running like, oh dear.
Yeah.
Like instead of, you know, I'm a warrior, I'm gonna run. Instead, I'm running like I'm wading through water.
If so, according to Wardy Jess, if Dark Souls has a ring to change your animation from male to female and vice versa, 14 should have a toggle to change your C poses. Like there should just be like a drop down list of different toggles you can turn on for different idle poses and other shit like that. Because man, like some of the female ones, especially, and I'm saying this because my main character Joan is female. And there are just some victory or idle poses that is like, oh, this is too girly for Joan. This is way too girly for Joan.
I mean, I'd also like to be able to stab my sword into the ground when I'm Dark Knight. I really do like that pose.
The female Midlander run, oh my god, the princess run.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was talking about.
Hate it so much. And I don't know, like, if you love the overly cute aesthetic, if you love the princess run, that's fine. It's just, my god.
Let's see. Go back in there.
Isn't that run ripped straight from 10? Yeah, you know what? Actually, it does remind me heavily of Yuna's run cycle from 10-2. That was also another overly girly run, too. But then again, Yuna's kind of overly girly as well, too, in 10-2. So that's kind of the point, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, she used to wear a long ass skirt.
She also, yeah, she's not going to be running like that in her original outfit.
Oh shit, she's dead.
Is it like Amy Rose running Frontiers bad?
Almost.
Almost, actually. Can we get a Midlander here? Actually, is there anyone playing Midlander with the Princess run?
Let's see. I don't know if you're on. Go meet John.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, I'm in a. I doubt
You're
it.
over there.
Where the hell am I? Am I in the Horizon or am I back in Old I actually kind of lost track of the story.
Right, the thing that you're focusing on.
Fucking. I'm in Old I'm in the Merchant Strip. No, I'm in the Steps of Dahl. I'm close to the Chamber of Rule. I'm gonna start this cutscene.
I'm at the Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
I'm at the soup store.
No.
I'm at the
Shadow of X
combination
apparently
soup
is
store,
a
Taco Bell, Pizza Hut.
Midlander. So Shadow is logging into the game right now.
Okay. You're buying clothes though.
Why are you buying clothes at the Taco Bell?
Can you do that?
What?
Fonzie's gone.
But Taco Bell.
I mean,
It's because he got married at one, not because he's Mexican.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for clarifying that.
I know.
Context for that one.
I mean, that still baffles me that happened.
Honestly, it's really inspiring.
You do what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same, like, I can't imagine. Look, so I can't imagine that being like getting married at a Taco Bell is very expensive. Like, it's gimmicky as shit, but one, you do what you want, and two, it probably save a couple of bucks. You know, my parents, they got married at a Sixers halftime show, and it was like one of those where a bunch of couples get married at once because they're all on the court, and all you have is one pastor to read the ceremony, and then a bunch of grooms kiss the wives all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it was quite a spectacle.
Is
They kiss their own wives, right?
Yeah.
I hope.
wife swap.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a porno with that.
Yeah.
But God forbid anything fucking happens. At least they can say, well, the Taco Bell isn't here anymore.
Oh my God, is this Zephyr? Okay, Zephyr. Wait, I can see
That's
that.
my cousin.
Yeah,
that.
Remove your helmet to confirm your identity, please.
I almost thought you were about to say Seth Rogen. I'm like,
no.
14.
I'll talk right. Okay, yeah. So this is a Midlander. All right, can you start running Zephyr just to show again? I'll follow you around. That's fine. I'm not stalking you. I swear to Christ.
If you just let us know if he starts to smell like cheese.
Yeah, this is the Midlander run. It's like it's so girly, dude. What's the run animation like? Actually, I've never seen the sprint animation. At least I don't think I've seen the sprint animation for Midlander. I see, that's not bad. That's a degree more breakable. But like the regular run is just.
The regular one, she needs like toast in her mouth because she's late for school.
God, yeah. She's fucking late for. Yeah, you know what this animation needs? Getting hit by a fucking bus. Now it's interesting.
Okay, oh no, you sent it to the first.
What about Mikote? Mikote is actually, I think Mikote is more normal than a Midlander because Nico is Mikote right now. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm throwing all this fucking shade, and I'm Lalafell, folks. And you've already I already told you my complaints about I hate the default Lalafell walk. Like, it is a penguin waddle, dude. Like, I got something up my ass, or I was taking a shit and I ran out of toilet paper, and I don't want to tell anybody. It's the walk of shame.
Well, then there's the fact that when you're a ninja and you start
no
sprinting.
chance in hell. The fucking Vince McMahon waddle.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Till the very next day.
The female Mikote jump. If I remember that one, I think that's like when they're like the fucking What the fuck is the name of the word? I'm drawing up. I am so mentally burnt out.
That's the name of what?
No, Makotse jumping. When it looks like they're pouncing. Essentially, why the fuck did I blank on the word pounce?
Don't say it. Don't think it.
Female elven walk is smaller princessy. Well,
I don't remember. It's
Actually,
like,
no.
are there different jump animations depending if your weapon's out too? No, mine's still the same. Who gave me that? How dare you? Yeah, it's kind of like a midair pounce, like in a way. And I
know
think
that-
Blue Dino isn't all raw.
yeah.
And all raw running animation when they're not sprinting is just a fucking Crash Bandicoot run. Like, it's hilarious as shit. Like, that's just a Crash Bandicoot run. I'm getting ready for him to spin and break boxes. Yeah, I love the fact that ninjas have a different jump animation when the weapons are out, because they just do a front flip. It's really cool. I wish all jobs had like a unique jumping animation. I think like by default, a Lancer or Dragoon's jump should be like 3 times as high as everybody else's.
I mean, that also makes me think of like how would a Dark Knight look like when they jumped with that heavy ass sword, where they just are like with their torsos just
Yeah.
going down towards the ground first.
Yeah, there you go. That's the ninja jump.
Would you open the damn seal already?
For all the lore says Hrothgar who came to Eorzea were more likely to be scholars and warriors, I wish half of our emos didn't make us look like a big boisterous barbarian.
I mean, they
I'm
basically
getting ready to
took
read the shit out of those books, though, to be fair. Legatron.
I mean, honestly, it just took the Rogadin, male Rogadin sprite, and yeah, put them into a fur coat.
Yeah. Just literally tarred and furred them.
Yeah.
There is an imposter among us.
Among us.
Thanks. That actually kind of triggered a fight or flight reaction out of me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now it's gone.
Desensitize me, Captain.
Of all races in Final Fantasy XIV, which do you think is the most overlooked? Ellison.
Yeah.
Ellison
mean-
by a country mile.
I mean, old friend of mine, Cestrian, like, called his Allison a giraffe man. Just because how it located the neck was.
I think like the least played race in the least played races in 14 are Ellison and Rogadins.
Yeah.
That's why if you ever see like a Rogadin or a Femro especially, take some time to give them a hug, because they're an endangered species.
Rogan.
No, not Rogan. Okay.
Okay, just go to Primal and find oh, good lord.
Casting black magic.
We thought of very different Rogans.
Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, well, this one's also a pothead.
They all are.
Look, after COVID, I don't blame anyone for being a pothead.
I was smoking pot before it was cool.
All right, this one.
All right, have a good day, Blue Dino.
Yeah, catch you later, man.
Good luck.
And don't eat the cheese.
Gimme.
Oh dear,
No.
I don't know. I ain't your dad. Oh,
I'm Femro. I'm getting tired of people coming up to me, hugging and making snoo comments. Well, I mean, at that point, you can do. I mean, at that point, it's blacklist.
What?
I mean, I have it on my Ultra List of Emeralds, like character description.
I
is
mean,
just,
would I want to fight
my-
back if a Femro wanted to sit on me? No.
No. No, it actually says admire these ads.
At the same time, I'm gonna politely just say no because I really don't want to get crushed.
I want to live.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it would be a nice way to go, though.
No, because it'd be really painful.
I don't know if it would.
Yeah.
For you.
Would I say Aura is an endangered race? No. People play Aura all the damn time.
Have you seen how many of the fuckers are around?
Yeah.
Both genders.
Like, they're everywhere. Especially, oh my god, you want your fucking edgelords, they will play Aura.
Male Aura, have everything black. Most
Or
likely a
sharp.
Dark Knight or Reaver.
Like,
Yeah,
a lot of sharp
both.
edges and shit like that. They're literally edge incarnate. And they always like to play either a Dark Knight or a Ninja, specifically.
Ninja.
I always see them as ninjas and Dark Knights. Dark Knights I see them the most as.
Yeah. I mean, with Sigurd and all this stuff, and also probably with Reaper as well. I love Emro and Logan always do seem the big woman is still here from the Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I would agree, Blue Dino. I ultimately think all raw design as is cowardly, because it's just let's just put a bunch of fucking scales on a base human, and it's like no, they should be more dragonoid than this, but more beastly, I should say.
I mean, I think that the lore reason is that Auras are actually like touched by the void or something like that.
That's coward talk.
That's what I've heard, but
Yeah.
how about male phase 4 Aura?
Male face 4 Aura was it? Which one was male face 4? Is that the Dragon Ball one?
It's basically the Sigurd, the other Dark Knight you meet. The one in the roll quest. Fuck's sake. Alright, here's the world's most powerful thing.
Yeah, this is Hildebrand's mom. I mean, we saw her earlier.
Yeah.
But if you thought Godber was all powerful, Hildebrand's mom is equally, if not more, terrifying.
Yeah, it is. And they especially don't give her the notion of having a kid.
Or don't imply that she's old either.
Yeah.
Because she has that age-old, I guess, anime trope. I'm not entirely sure if it's an anime trope where don't call the woman old because they take that offense.
Me that I'm old.
Yeah, it's like and they take that personally. Yeah, because despite her looks, she's actually pretty old. I think she's like in her 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, Godber looks like he's in his 50s or 60s. So
He
she's
looks like
probably,
he should be in a retirement home.
yeah. Well, no, with a body like that.
You'd be surprised how old they can
Yeah, but she's apparently just as old, but she doesn't like to be reminded of that. And I don't get that. I don't get that joke specifically. I actually kind of find it tiring.
be. So to say, she
My mom
is
was
not.
like that.
Yeah, the Heavensward, that's nothing but the joke with her and Heavensward is like, don't remind her that she's old. No, granted, I still love the physical hijinks that she fucking beats the shit out of anyone that implies that she's old. And she gets like some really good like serial killer faces like in the at Heavensward specifically, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah. That's why she wasn't accepting of Gigi.
Because old means being unattractive. I disagree.
Oh, look at that. It's the most emotional character shown until this point. Completely utter terror.
The frightful nod. Oh Christ, they all just popped in like that.
Like, oh, be a deer and do that, of course.
Heavensward probably has my favorite Hildy content, but yeah, her stuff is probably the weakest part of it. It's funny, Neko. Like, I actually don't really like the Heavensward Hilda stuff. It hurts that it doesn't have a trial. Like, it's just all story. So, like, visually, it's very boring. But it's also, like, I didn't really... Like, outside of Gigi, or Vivi, I guess, because that's the reference, you know, I didn't really care about the old folks.
I mean, the one joke that really stuck out for me from that one was when the Gigi became buff.
Yeah, he became a Rogan for a second and he just fucking, like, wrestle slams Hildebrand when they're trying to give each other a hug.
Yeah. That one legit got a good laugh.
Also, like, it does have one of my favorite bits like in the game period is like when you're stripping one of the old men of their clothes. And,
Oh, yeah.
And one of the description texts is like, the man now lays bare close to some like man-eating Marlboros. May he rest in peace. Or some other shit like that. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Steel with pants. We need that title, Steel with pants.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but the game was telling you, yeah, you just killed this old man. Fuck you. I mean, Nakablo, if you haven't played Fantasy 9, go do it. It's amazing.
Yeah, 9's great. It is fantastic.
The wall set is the...
It's just... that game, I really wish loaded battles faster, though. That is literally my only real complaint with Final Fantasy 9 is that even with the remasters, battles get exhausting.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the battle theme, but when you have to like spend like 10 to 12 seconds just watching the damn battlefield swoop around, yeah. That adds up when you have to do over hundreds of the fucking things.
But everything else about the game is just fantastic. It's a great world, great characters, great environment, great soundtrack. Yeah, it's a 10 across every other scenario except for battles, and that's only because it just takes so long. And the RNG, the encounter rate for 9 is obnoxiously high.
Yeah, and then there's Tetrabus. How the fuck does that thing even work?
9 is only, I would say 9 is considered the slowest Final Fantasy if you're playing it on the original PS1.
Yeah.
Which I would not recommend you do, because PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy 9, again, is the load times and for the battles are going to get under your skin.
Yeah. I think the remasters are a bit quicker. I did play it a few years back. And I think like you can speed it up if you use an emulator.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that from me though.
Goldmember PB is also mentioning the Mugiri mod for the PC version, I think.
Oh,
Apparently that also makes it a lot better too.
Yeah, you should get that one if you're playing it on the PC, because they have the original game's backgrounds and they have not been touched up at all, so you can count the pixels.
Nice.
Is the OG PS1 version the only feasible way to get that 1K jump rope? And it's funny, Goldmember. Because I had an easier time getting 1K jumps in the remasters than I did in the original PS1.
You can do it, it's just your arm's gonna hate you.
Already does.
I'm bleeding now.
I did this in Super Mario Odyssey. Oh shit, I said that wrong.
Doesn't that mod have the issue of crashing in the final cutscene though, unless you delete a certain line? What line?
For what game again?
I guess we really were the Final Fantasy 9.
All along. Odyssey pissed me off so much. Okay, alone, but it's happy with 6 and 2. Yeah, the free support is sloppy.
Have I ever considered or heard of the new threat mod for Final Fantasy 7? Yes, I know what it is. And at some point or another, I would like to make a live stream series out of that, like experience that as for my first. See, that's a RPG sort of scenario I would not mind making blind, you know, because I made a commitment that I'm really not going to be doing blind RPG runs anymore, like on Twitch, for like a new game. If it's a mod of a game I already played, though, that's different, you know, because there are still mods of other Final Fantasy games that I would like to play at some point. Like New Threat, I would love to play that for Twitch. I would love to play. What the hell is the name of that humongous Final Fantasy VI mod?
You did Brave New World.
I did Brave New World, but that's the one I'm talking about.
Let's see.
It adds like a shit ton of boss battles. Why am I blanking on the name?
No, can I
A
see
Brave Newer World.
Let's see. Damn it. I'm trying to find.
T
Reborn,
edition.
perhaps?
It's called T
Okay.
edition. Yeah, it's called T. Thank you, Triforce. I was a little confused when you said Ted Shin for earlier. I was like, what the fuck? I don't think that's it at all. But yeah, it's called T edition. Final Fantasy 6 T edition.
Like the drink?
Is it named
No.
after a drink? No. It's just the letter T.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what kind of tea is it? I think this is Earl Grey.
Is there a mod for 10? I never heard of a 10 mod. I don't know if I'd be interested in playing a 10 mod, to be fair.
Not that I've heard of.
Hey Sigurd, thank you. Dodge up a Twitch sub. Been a huge fan for years now. How's the quest been? I mean, I've done this all before. I just reliving it with a different character. We're almost towards the end though.
This is pretty much the last episode.
Yeah. Yeah, this Romani is my alternate character that I do Twitch playthroughs with. And I'm really liking how everything's shaping up to be. I feel that I'm redoing Endwalker again on another server with new friends, so it's been a bit of a slog with fun. You know, it's funny because I'm also redoing Endwalker with my Femro alternate character, Valerie. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks because I just got distracted, but I honestly I forgot how slow the beginning of Endwalker is.
It takes you a while.
It takes a while, especially if you do. It's also weirdly paced because you are given. So, like a lot of main story scenarios in the beginning of the expansion, you're given a choice of where you want to go first. And for Endwalker, it's really weird because you can do Thavnir first and get to the tower sequence, and then the elephant girl gets kidnapped and placed inside the tower. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Labyrinthos now and fuck off for a little bit. I was like, I hope she's okay. I just find that very weird. I think that could have been better implemented. But it's also just like Thavnir takes a bit, and Labyrinthos is I think equally. No, I think Labyrinthos is a little shorter, but it takes a bit before you even get to your first dungeon. Like, and to be fair, once you do the first dungeon, the game fucking skyrockets after that point, and it just goes up. You know, literally, because you're going to the moon. But like the first few hours of Endwalker, it's a bit tough.
Yeah. Takes a while, but yeah. And then again, the first dungeon is fantastic.
Xehanort, Aether Currents, or Heavensward and beyond. They are in every expansion in Heavensward. After Heavensward. Now, the benefit of that, though, is that for previous expansions, Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, they cut the amount of Aether Currents you need in half. Because for Endwalker, you need, what was it? Actually, can I just look at Aether Currents here? No, they're not even unlocked in this character.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, in Endwalker, there are actually more.
You
I'm looking wrong.
You need 10 Aether Currents on the map and 5 from side quests, or is it 6?
Let's see. From quest, you need 5, and from maps, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 10 on the map and 5 in
for side quests. So 15 altogether. And for every other previous expansion, they cut them in half. Like, you still got to do the side quest ones, but the field ones were cut in fast. So you only got to do 5. And as long as you're popping your Aether Compass while you're doing the main story scenario, you'll always get the Aether Currents along the way. And I really like that about the Aether Current design. Is it something that needs to be there? That's debatable. I'd probably say no, especially because there are some Aether Currents and Stormblood specifically that are still real dickheads to get. But, you know, it's not as bad as it used to be at the very least, unless you're current. Aether Current at that. Thank you, Jared Leto. The devs want you to explore the world, John. And you know what? I don't mind that aspect of the Aether Currents. I appreciate them wanting me to go out and see, like, you know, the sights. But it's also like, if I get this Aether Current in the peaks, I gotta go all the way the fuck around to go back to where I came. And it's the only Aether Current in Stormblood that does that. It's so fucking annoying.
I got shit to do.
I just wish I saw their exact location on the map. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I feel that would remove a bit of the fun of like looking for them, because I don't find anything really difficult with just like popping the Aether Current and says you sense it like 180 yalms to the east or some other shit. Because at that point, it's just looking at your mini map and just going in the direction it says, and you can't miss it. It's like a giant green fart cloud. Let me see here. I gotta type.
Then
in.
you get chased by something and really wants to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Oh, there was a video that was going around the 14 Reddit earlier today that was making me laugh. It was a newcomer in Realm Reborn who was just riding along his fat chocobo mount, and he's like only like level 12, and then he just fucking gets dinked by an A rank that was hiding behind the mountains.
Alright, this chick really respects you for some fucking reason.
Yeah, she's the real thief, I think.
Yeah.
At least the Aether Current's a better place with each expansion, more in the path of MSQ. You say that, Krot, but I'm also thinking of Thavnir's Aether Currents, and man, they fucking tease you with so many that you just cannot get until the second part of the Thavnir quest line. Like, Labyrinthos doesn't have that much of an issue with it, but Thavnir is so guilty of that.
Yeah. You go there like, when am I going to get that one? Okay.
I guess I'm not getting that one now, or that one, or that one, or that one. Holy shit. There's so many beyond these cliffs that I can't go down.
I can't jump.
Yeah, the last map is super easy. I mean, the last maps for every expansion are really easy. They're really brain dead. Like Oz's Laws, it's a straight line. Alamigo is, I wouldn't say not much of a straight line, but I think there's only like half of the Aether Currents there anyway.
Yeah, let's see. Ashes Law, I think actually you just got them. Yeah, they were just quests.
Yeah, it's a straight line. It's literally just straight lines because there's no Aether Currents in there naturally. They're just side quests.
Well, in Ultimate Tool, you're too busy crying.
Yeah, and I think the Tempest was the same way too.
Yeah.
Xehanort, check your collections menu.
Where's this thing open?
Okay, I think Aether Compass was moved to the collections tab. I shouldn't stress again that Godbert is a goldsmith, which is a crafting class. You can't do this as a goldsmith. That's illegal. You're going to jail, Godbert. No, he probably owns the jail, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has it in his basement, you know, with a ring that says heaven or hell.
He lives for the battle. He smiles. There was a cutscene I saw like a couple weeks ago where somebody forgot that they had the default dance modded to do the Fortnite thing, and like Nashu likes to do the default dance in cutscenes, and so every once in a while she would just randomly pop into a Fortnite dance.
Oh god, that sounds awful. Never do that.
Yeah. Godbert's just a 100 level goldsmith. All right, you say that, Neko. And if by the end of 7.0 we're not doing that same shit, I'm going to call shenanigans and I'm going to blame you.
There we go. Wait, wasn't all the balls?
No, Thal's balls. It's just kind of an expression. Who names an expression off of a god's testicles, though, I have to ask?
You'd be surprised. I mean, wait a minute, and balls would be...
Like, does anybody in real life say by Jesus' scrotum?
No,
I can start.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever catch on.
By Thor's hairy testicles. No.
You say Thal's balls, Nofika's teats. Is that it, though?
Yeah. Oh, God. Damn it.
In Elden Ring, there is a guy that says Marika's. Is it Marika? Marika?
Paprika, come on, pretty
Yeah.
mama.
Where we have
Nofikas. By Odin's Audi. By the boner of Zeus.
Okay, let's not do that. We'll probably start with 20 fucking legends.
No, I was saying that's probably more important for Zeus because Zeus fucks everybody.
Yeah, that
If
one's
I-
pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see.
By the glance of gods.
Whoa.
By Vishnu's rectum. No, personally, no. Doesn't Goku say that when he dies in Budokai?
What?
I don't know. But
Which one? I was gonna say I kind of lost track. We said a lot of things over the last 2 minutes. Are we back on Jesus' scrotum? I don't think Goku says that if he dies.
Limp Tick of Loki. Actually, you're gonna. I kind of like to use the damn thing.
Thankfully, Hildebrand has an immunity to zombie powder because of previous experiences. So he no longer has to worry about being turned into a zombie to keep him away.
Why did they bring the bald old man again?
Yeah, actually, I don't remember why the bald man's here. I know we helped him earlier in the quest line to help, like, try and grow his hair back, but it didn't work. I think the ointment we just gave him just made his head extra shiny, which is why he was able to flashbang the girl earlier.
He did get hair for a little bit.
Yeah, but then it fell off.
Yep.
And I think this quest line I think that plot point comes back in Stormblood. What am I thinking of?
It's been
No, because I know I know one of the NPCs in Stormblood quest line like loses their hair or they get all their hair back.
Oh, yeah, there was one dude, and he also he had to he changed his clothes. He got a haircut. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. That guy was so fucking forgettable.
Yeah. Well, the best thing about the Stormblood Hildebrand stuff was Yojimbo, and the Lupin was also a really cool character too.
Yeah, also did like it when Hildebrand tried to seduce the
Yeah.
dude's bird.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it real. Ellie has the most GBA Fire Emblem design I've seen in a while. It's actually funny though. We like get the seeds planted for all the. I mean, not if you do Hildebrand first before you start doing like 2.1 and 2.2 and all sort of thing, you get like the seeds planted for like the shady secrets of Ul'dah and its history here of all fucking quest lines.
Yeah. Oh, this guy fucks off to Isgard.
Cool, the Elzen dude? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he gets his own quest lines. It's not nearly as funny.
I mean, the only good thing about it is that you get the spectacles emote.
Yeah. You also get the school uniform too. Straight ripped out of a fucking Harry Potter book.
I forgot about that.
So the case is solved, but Greg wants a rematch with us after we embarrassed him last time. Meanwhile, the zombies are just doing their Mandeville thing.
Yeah. Alright, he's taking the sword.
Can I just say the conclusion of the intermission between a Realm Reborn and Heaven's Sword sent me for so many loops and race I'm very high on my character rankings 14. Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why folks loved Heavensward so much was it's not even so much about Heavensward itself, because we can debate whether or not 3.0 is worth the hype, but the build up to it is still some of the best stuff from 14 specifically. I'm personally of the camp that the story post Heavensward is more interesting than the Heavensward story itself. Not that Heavensward itself is a bad story, it is overhyped though. Like, people set their expectations way too fucking high for it, and it's like, oh, don't get me wrong, it's a great story. It ain't that fucking good though. Like, I think everything afterwards, leading into Stormblood and setting seeds for Shadowbringers is a better story.
Also, just concluding the Dragonsong War is actually really satisfying thing to do.
Yes, I would agree. I think the trial against Nidhogg is more interesting than Thornton. Although Thornton had a better EX.
Yeah, but then again, you have to remember that Thornton's an old man and we just kind of beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, but Nidhogg's a very old dragon, though, by that extension.
Yeah, but Nidhogg is a bigger asshole.
You remember that time we went into Nidhogg's domain? He's missing an eye. He's like, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Your eye handed over.
Post Heavensward villain is kind of underrated.
Just kind of underrated. Post HD's villain is kind of underrated in my opinion. Are you talking about the Griffin? Or are you talking about Nidhogg?
Probably about Griffin, because Nidhogg, I mean,
you can also say the Warriors of Darkness, too. But you don't directly confront them outside of an instance battle.
I mean, they pop up there and Thancred shows up. And then you beat the shit out of them again. Yeah, the Griffin
shows up and it's like, cut that out. All right.
Cut that out. What? So,
yeah.
And he asked, Thancred, what are you doing? I was running naked in the woods.
Nice.
Yeah, the Griffin. Well,
sloppy.
Yeah.
I have that on my board, actually. Where the hell is it? It's somewhere around here. Oh, I have it. It's actually just Ilbert.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
One thing I always found annoying about Ilbert, like, you beat him up really early in Heavensward, then he just fucks off.
Yeah. Like, oh, I know when I'm not welcomed.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I tried to kill you.
I'll kill you later. I don't think we met Ilbert yet in Realm.
He is around the time that Alphonse starts.
They're doing the Crystal Brave shit. Yeah, but I'm not sure if we met him like in 2.0 specifically.
No, I think you see his like NPC as one of the recruitable ones.
Yeah.
When you're starting it up. Tópico descosido. Well.
HW pacing is pretty poor. I'm trying to think, like, what was the low point of Heavensward's pacing in 3.0? 3.0 specifically.
I think it's when you go in to meet Reisvelgur.
Reisvelgur? Oh, everything involving the Mughals.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Like, when you meet Reisvelgur, it's finally awful.
Oh god, the Mughal shit goes on too long. God damn, Sonny, we're gonna dance right over his corpse too.
I mean, he deserves it.
All right. Our final trial of Hildebrand is unlocked. This is the rematch against Gilgamesh. I'm gonna set up Party Finder.
Okay, thanks for telling me, Santiago.
Yeah. Let me see. Battle in the was it battle on the Big Keep? Yeah, battle on the Big Keep. Again, this will be minimum auto level, no echo. Password is 8008.
Nice.
Oh. No, where is it?
The Mughals for the MSQ wasn't bad. Now unlocking the tribal. Oh my god. Yeah, so the amount of fucking back and forth you have to do to unlock the tribal quest for Mughals is insufferable. Jesus Christ,
okay.
You guys fell this really quick. Yeah, there you go.
I was in before Caprino, they got them Party Finder. Oh.
Yeah. We need another tank, though.
Darren, I'm volunteering you into it, because you joined the FC.
Who's got another tank? Somebody switch the tank. Okay, we got another tank. We need another healer, though. Somebody's got to switch to healer. It can't be me. because I don't have healer unlocked for this character. Somebody switch to a healer, or I'm gonna have to kick somebody. Okay, never mind. We got Scholar. All right, let me do it. Do a raid check. No, now we got too many healers.
Are you gonna do heal him to death?
I think, yeah, it's Africa State. Go back to DPS. Okay. All right. Battle of the Big Keep. This is the second match against Hildebrand. Not Hildebrand. What the fuck? No, we don't fight Hildebrand. Not at all.
I mean, could you kill him?
Maybe. And the big thing about this is a two-part fight. We're going to be fighting against Gilgamesh and Enkidu in the beginning. Our priority is Enkidu. We do not touch Greg at all. We just keep the two separated. So one tank will grab Greg, the other will grab Enkidu, and then we just smack Enkidu in the face until he passes. And then afterwards, we'll unlock the true form of Gilgamesh in the second part, and then, you know, at that point, it's just avoid the bad. But again, minimum amount of level. No echo. We're doing this shit raw. So best of luck.
No job crystals.
No job crystals. So, another thing. So, this fight brings back the little whirlwind AoEs on the floor. Those are important this time. Because if those are not popped by a tank, they will explode and do a shitload of damage. And that shit hurts when you're doing this fight in a roulette. I can't imagine how much that shit's gonna hurt when you're minimum mile level. So tanks. Once you see, no, not tanks. So Greg is gonna transform. He's still got status magic. So if two people get mini, they gotta hug in order to get rid of the mini status. You're gonna get a purple tether. That means all you gotta do is just run to your buddy that you're shrunk with and he'll get rid of it. If you're transformed into a chicken, which will happen, you gotta pop the whirlwind things on the floor. Because if you're a chicken, for some reason or another, the whirlwind thing doesn't hurt that much. So chickens gotta pop the wind circles. If you do not pop them, they explode and do a shitload of damage. That's it though. That's really it. So let me fucking do this. We do one, no. And just keep them separated and go about it.
Have you a chicken yet?
No, not yet. We haven't even started the fight yet. You guys can start whatever. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. And they're using the original Final Fantasy V version of Battle on the Big Bridge for the first part of this fight, which is cool.
You get a lot of versions of Battle on the Big Bridge.
Yeah. Web. I think this cast is slow on somebody. Yeah. Okay, so those two are mini. They gotta hug each other. The slow and the heavies can be Asuna'd off. You can tell because the debuffs have white lines over their things. That originally didn't used to be there, by the way. If someone had a debuff, you just had to know if you could Asuna it off. A shame the 13.2 version isn't used for Kugane Ohashi. At the same time, I really like the encounter in Stormblood. That's actually my favorite Gilgamesh fight. Give me a hug. There we go. Some jackass just walked up to me, emoted a hug, and then traded offered me milk. That's a new one. Gives you milk, doesn't elaborate, leaves. Ow, fuck!
Yeah,
So that's what happens when a whirlwind is not popped. Holy shit, did you see that? Everyone just fucking died, dude. God damn. Hold on, let me check the floor and make sure there's no whirlwinds, because I'll gladly sacrifice my body to make sure there's no one dies. Alright, but in Kiru's code. Okay. Alright, first part's done. Alright, lick your wounds. Yeah, nah, first try. So thankfully the cutscene that transitions into the second phase is as long as the week. So the guys that died have some time to get rid of that weakness debuff.
It's more of a game time.
I think it's a contractual obligation that anytime someone slowly sinks into some sort of puddle or void or lava, they have to do a Terminator reference.
Let's see. Can we come? You know, this form of his doesn't look very handy.
I would say it's too handy, actually. He's up in arms.
Get him! You have to disarm him. What? I'm right. I just hope it's animal milk, not booba milk.
The only thing I'll really say about this is that if somebody gets marked for the Iron Chain, the attack is called in Chain. If you get targeted for that, get the fuck away from Greg. Because the further you are away from Greg, the weaker the chain is. If you're too close, the chain is next to impossible to kill. Does it always target a healer? Actually, I never really paid attention to that.
I think it does. Yeah. What's his own healer? Like the one in Stormblood focuses tanks and healers.
Here it is in Chain. Yeah, it's targeting Arhan or Arjan. Actually, I don't know.
Then run away, further away.
Yeah, we want to drag Greg away from the chain so that this doesn't have any stacks on it. Because right now it has 2 stacks of Vuln down. Or Vuln up. No, Vuln down, Vuln down. Whoa, get the fuck out of here. I did not know you can just step away from that. That's interesting. That's like Ravana's cleaves.
Dragon heads.
Man, I love this remix of Battle on the Big Bridge. The first time we heard it for the first Greg encounter, we were talking about like our favorite versions of the song, and my new favorite version of the song is from Pixel Remaster from Final Fantasy V. Before that, I'm trying to think.
The Black Mages.
The Black Mages version is really good. Yes. Final Fantasy XII was my favorite version. I'm trying to think of what the 12 version sound. Oh yeah, I do remember that version. Yeah, that version's okay. It's a little too subdued for my tastes, but it's still pretty good.
Wasn't Gilgamesh in
he was in,
well?
yeah, I'm not sure if he was. He was probably in 15, but probably different. Like that hashtag not my Gilgamesh.
It was Gilgamesh. It was Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah, exactly. Do you plan on streaming top?
If I find a dedicated group for it, I'll stream top. But as of now, no, I'm not party findering that stuff because you're just gonna see very angry John get very impatient with a bunch of impatient twats.
Yeah, not a fun time all around.
You know, I play Final Fantasy 14 to have fun, ladies and gentlemen, and doing PF for the new Ultimate right now doesn't sound very fun. Yeah, I gotta find a more dedicated group for the Omega Protocol. And I'm pretty sure, like, once I put a call out post on Twitter, like, I'm pretty sure I can get one real easily. You know, the benefits of being a content creator. But at the same time, that's not a priority at the moment because I'm busy right now with other shit. Yeah, streamer privilege, Emily. But are they going to be reliable is the other question. I mean, there's always an inherent risk of whether or not the folks you're playing with are reliable. You know, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be that dude. Let me see your FF logs when I'm recruiting for a static or something like that. If it's even me in charge of doing something like that, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm actually going to do something I've never seen before in Gilgamesh Part 2, LB3.
I mean, people. Man, I hate people who use parts for that type of shit.
Like, to me, I don't know, asking for an FF log is all the red flags.
Okay, here's my FF log, and then I just sent in a image that says FF log.
To me, I think, like, doing a basic-ass, like, trial or tryouts is more than enough.
Like, see how the person messages, not how big the number is.
Yeah.
But like I said, just send them an image that says FF log, and then it's just someone flipping them off.
Yeah. Apparently the issue you noticed about one of O12S's attacks was a simple graphics glitch and was fixed. Yeah, I'm glad that I wasn't going crazy. Because we're doing an O12S like farm a couple of days ago on Twitch. Yeah, we did it just a couple of days ago. Yeah, we did it on Monday actually. And I was commenting, I was like, huh, the attack animations of those aren't right because they're supposed to be more showy and like the fuse wave motion, you're supposed to be able to see where the glow is so that you can know where to dodge it. And it's like, you're just not seeing it. It's like, why is it like this? And apparently, it was just a glitch. They fixed it, thankfully. So, thank God, just in time.
Yeah. It makes that attack fine enough.
As a raid lead, I would rather see a person's analysis than their log, but at the end of the day, I don't care for either. It's just, to me, I think it's just, it just sends me the wrong vibes originally. You know, I think if you're going to recruit, you should just have a dedicated tryout instead of, because numbers to me don't mean shit for progression. What matters most is consistency and respecting mechanics. You can worry about numbers when you already got the fight loaned by the back of your hand and you just want to deal big damage and shit, you know? Like, I get wanting to read logs just to see what their history is for encounters, or at least how much they're being padded. But to me, I am more interested in a fighter's consistency than their biggest dick energy they have for one particular encounter.
Basically, just look how they resolve the mechanics rather
than how much damage they did.
How much did they greed? It's Gilgamesh's cock.
Unfortunately, man, some people get really up in their ass though about logs, and it's like, and I'm saying this as someone who, like, you check my FF logs, Jean Betancourt on Crystal and Diabolos. Like, I'm pretty happy with my numbers, like, because I like to be consistently purple, or at the very least a high blue, and I'm fine with those, right? Like, I ain't fucking theming or like losing my goddamn mind trying to get oranges or pinks and shit like that. I don't care. If I get it, I get it. I don't give a fuck if I do or don't.
You're like
pretty
much purple.
Some people are just like, they get really fucking dedicated to that sort of thing. It's like, you should just be in a dedicated parse party at that point. You know, because I feel that kind of mindset just is toxic for just a basic ass raid group. That's me personally, though. So
I also like when you're in like dedicated stat and stuff like that. They start to synergize better, and they start to deliver higher parse.
Well, I mean, if everyone's on the same page and you want to make a run a dedicated parse run, that's fine. You know, you at least give the heads up. You know, but if that is your mentality day one, without considering the synergy for the other raid members, I'm sorry, but you're a dick.
And if you're someone who likes to use hard to find to do all of your raiding, and your parse is just by default going to be a lot lower than others.
Yeah.
Just because you go through so many different type of parties, different type of people, synergies.
Yeah,
It just,
and less communication.
yeah.
You know, all that shit's easier to do when you're, you know, in a dedicated group. Align your 2-minute bursts and shit. Yeah.
That's how you build up those big thick deeps.
Yeah, the big issue is when people start telling themselves doing such things. It's like, it's just a fucking number for a fictional game. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Well, actually, I'm a
I
99
know. It's like,
parser,
again,
so
it's the same kind of drive for, like, getting a high score in an arcade game or some other shit like that. I get it, like that, and that's a tale as old as time. It's just that I think in a multiplayer setting, in an MMO where you have to play with 7 other people who have different approaches or mentalities to a fight or what have you, I think the parsing mentality needs to be in a dedicated parse group and not something that should just be a part of the everyday raid scene. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna make people fucking miserable. I am all about respecting mechanics first, damage later. And if the damage is becoming a concern, then we talk about increasing the damage and shit like that. But you can't do damage if you're dead. Yeah, well.
I know that's done. That's enough ranting about parses.
Yeah. I got purple numbers. Is that good? Honest, you're good if you have blue numbers. You're good if you have high greens.
I mean, and then like you have all-star points, and then you have like best
Yeah.
percent.
As long as you're pushing buttons and you got an understanding of how combos work, you're better than most players. Or most casuals anyway. And that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're good if you can clear Savage. If you can clear the fight, you're good.
Yeah, but you need to be better. Oh my god. Okay. At least persons here. And
There he
Hildebrand
goes.
goes. He's off to
Ishgard.
yeah, somewhere over there.
Yeah, he lands in
Where's,
Ishgard.
Oh yeah, right. You just look for legs. Parsing an alliance raid. How about someone with parses a normal goddamn dungeon?
You gotta check out my FF logs for these guild has. I want to brag, but I'm a solid 2.
Okay, I'm actually curious. Do I actually have any parses for normal dungeons? Let's see, end games. Holy shit, I have parses for every dungeon in the end game. Why? I'm actually a purple parse. Some of them.
I haven't touched. I've only touched one EX expansion, and that was Zodiac. After that, I haven't cleared all the Shadowbringers, EXs, or Savages. If there's one EX I think you should do, Synced, is Shinryu.
Oh yeah, Shinryu. Yes,
Shinryu EX is my favorite fight. My favorite extreme in the game, even today.
I honestly think that Barbarisha.
Barbarisha is great.
A lot of,
Yeah,
a lot
Barbarisha
of fun.
EX is great. That is so far my favorite EX in Walker.
I mean, it's so far of the EXs.
Yeah. They're okay. Like I'm enjoying the 4 Fiend stuff, but the EX for Endsinger was so disappointing.
They only
And-
added one mechanic. That was it.
It was just not it was not an interesting fight. It was just not an interesting fight.
I mean, Heidelin actually was somewhat okay.
I didn't really care. And Zodiac is literally just follow the danger Dorito.
What if I don't like Doritos?
Follow the danger nacho.
Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. The normal Barbarisha fight was chaotic. Why would I do the Savage version? Well,
Actually, there's no savage version of Barbarisha. It's just extreme.
no, but the thing I really love about Barbarisha's fight in both normal and extreme is that a lot of it has sole responsibility for the player. Like there are group mechanics in that fight But a lot of that shit is just the individual adjusting to a lot of shit, and I really like that.
I also hate caster special black mage.
Oh my god, yeah. If you're a black mage in Barbarisha, normal, or EX, holy shit, I feel so bad for you. There is so much fucking movement in that fight.
That's why I love it so much. Susaku EX is dependent on everyone having special awareness. Well, I say it's more if they know some basic fucking Simon Says.
Yes, he will.
Yeah. I mean,
All right,
he is there
folks.
for most of them.
And that's the end of Hildebrand for a Realm Reborn specifically. That guy's fucking dead. Holy shit.
Who's felt so bad for? Oh, goddamn.
No, he's still alive. Like, holy shit, they gotta end this thing on a fucking murder. But, no, that's the end of Hildebrand, folks, for Realm Reborn. And we will not see Hildebrand again until we finish the 3.0 story of Heavensward. So, say goodbye to Hildebrand for now, folks. It'll be some time before we do another one. Unfortunately, Hildebrand and Heavensward is not that interesting. It's just going to be a lot of cutscenes and a lot of, go from point A to point B. There's no trial dedicated to Hildebrand for that one. But that's fine. Like, there's plenty of other content in Heavensward that, makes up for it. But, yeah. So, we're going to call it a wrap there. Oh, we're going to pop our wind-up gentleman minion. We also have the Manivore coat. And since I'm male, I actually get the coat for this one. That's actually really nice on Romani. Not bad.
Yeah, you don't get the giant boo-boo, though.
No. Well, I'm not female. And we also got the Mandeville Flex. Like, was that special or was that? Oh yeah, most gentlemanly.
Yeah,
it's literally just a flex emo, but there's now a twinkle in your smile.
I think she has.
That's it. That's literally the only difference. Yeah, we also have the Mandeville dance. We got that a while ago though.
And you got the title.
Which one was the title?
Gentleman.
What was it? Yeah, it's just gentleman. Yeah, the twinkle for the flex is actually really nice. I really like it. But yeah, folks, that's what we're gonna call it a wrap for today. So starting with the next 14 stream, we're finally continuing with the story. Do you remember like 3 years ago when we beat Ultimate Weapon and we never talked about anything ever again? That was so strange. It was like a lifetime ago. But now we can finally continue on with the rest, the post Realm Reborn story and work our way up to Heavensward until we beat Snowcloak and then we make a U-turn back for the Relic Weapon and then stall things out even longer because I'm bitter. But yeah, so next up, we're going to start doing the 2.1 storylines, and then we're going to start getting the whole other series of trials good. So we got King Moogalmug, we got Ramu, we got Leviathan, we got Nabrialis, that fucking asshole. We got Shiva. We got like 5 trials to unlock throughout. So, am I forgetting anybody?
Steps of faith.
That's not a trial anymore. That is now a solo instance. And I've never done it before, actually. So you're gonna catch my first time with that on Romani. That should be pretty fun. But yeah, we're gonna call it a wrap there. Let's find someone to raid in the meantime. Let me see. We're gonna raid Digi. We're gonna raid Manda this time.
Okay.
Is she doing an art stream? Yeah, she's doing an art stream.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Next stream when? I couldn't tell you, Bill Fusion. I mean, outside of Shadow the Hedgehog is happening this weekend, and Kingdom Hearts 2 is on Sunday. But as for the 14 streams or whenever the fuck I feel like it, Bill Fusion, because I'm actually enjoying myself with the 14 stuff. I'm not doing some stupid challenge. But we need a raid hashtag. I don't know.
Gentleman of Light.
Mandeville Momani, Gentleman of Light. I kind of like that one too. But I'm trying to think of was there anything else? We talked about cheese a whole bunch.
Smelly cheese.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what. I don't know what to do exactly with the conversations we had with this one. I don't know.
Piss on
Piss on cheese. Okay, so that's kind of like mixing two things that we talked about, but whatever the fuck you guys want to do, I don't know. Don't piss on anything except the cheese or the steak. I don't know. Cowards.
You piss
All
on
right,
the
guys.
fish.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks again for the company. I'll see you guys in the next 14 stream, or if not, I'll see you in the next Shadow the Hedgehog stream. That's this Saturday. Have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves.